Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world, this is the Show Me Sports Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and is a high-fidelity, all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.
Sports Network broadcast crew is ready in the Doc and Norm Direct broadcast booth. Exclusive pregame coverage of Jefferson City Renegades baseball is brought to you by Animal Medical Center of Jefferson City, Avon with Michelle Carty, Boone County Journal, Centurion Cares, Christopher Scott, Farmers Insurance, Doc and Norm Direct, Eddie Goodell Society, Han Custom Laser Engraving, LLC, Hoslog Landscaping and Design, Last Sentinel Firearms, Retrieving Freedom, River Oak Christian Academy, Sawdust Studios, State Tech of Missouri, and Walk Off Wood Bat Company. The excitement is building in the stands, and the tension is rising in the dugout as first pitch is just around the corner. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Jefferson City Renegades baseball on the Renegades Radio Network and the Show Me Sports Network. Now let's go live to the field to the Doc and Norm Direct broadcast booth.
No, you are not listening to an old repeated broadcast. The Renegades have traveled to Joplin here at Joe Becker Stadium for the third time in 8 days, where they will take on the Joplin Outlaws here this evening. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Ben Schmidt, bringing you tonight's Renegades baseball on the Show Me Sports Network. Hopefully we've got a good one on our hands, because all the other four so far in this series have been good ones. We'll see if that streak can continue. Renegades coming off an off day yesterday. Now today start a span of 7 games in a row. That way we'll play both home and away over the course of this upcoming week. Coming off back-to-back losses against Sedalia and Chillicothe on Friday and Saturday, one home, one on the road. After the Renegades split a 4-game in a row stretch with these Joplin Outlaws last week, 2-2 at both ballparks, they faced off against the Sedalia Bombers at home on Friday night, where they lost 2-0, could not get anything going on the offensive side, and then came back on Saturday on the road in Chillicothe, where they traveled there to face the Mudcats and lost 4-3, a game where the offense was relatively dormant for the first 8 innings before they actually got the tying run to third base in the 9th inning, an inning they trailed 4-1 heading in before a couple of errors and a couple timely base hits, one an RBI single by TJ Rockerbomber, got the Renegades oh so close to what would have been a comeback to tie the game in the 9th inning, but they fell just short as they pop out with the tying run at third base, ended the ball game. So Renegades looking to get out of that short little skid, lost 2 in a row. A couple times this season they've lost 2 in a row, have not really been able to find any sort of winning streaks. Most wins they've had in a row on the season has been 2, and they've only done that once. It's been win-loss, and this Renegades team looking to hopefully get rolling as they start a stretch of a bunch of games in a row this week. Return to the roster and return to the mound is Ty Wilmsmeyer, who we have not seen since a week ago, this exact same evening last Monday, when he took the mound in this ballpark and pitched pretty well on a pitch count. Has not appeared in a game since that moment and is back this evening once again on the mound. So we'll see if he's able to go a little bit deeper tonight, what the pitch count is, what we will see out of the Renegade outfielder and now starting pitcher. Looking back on that evening for Wilmsmeyer when he pitched against this Joplin Outlaws team, he finished with 3 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, allowed just 1 run, did not give up a whole lot of hits, as when he pitched those first 3 innings, gave up a single in the first, hit a batter in the second, and then only gave up 1 base run in the third. So only 1 hit allowed for Wilmsmeyer over those 3 innings of work. Like I said, that was on a pitch limit, so it was never a threat to work deep into that ball game. And now makes his return this evening as Renegades have traveled here this afternoon to face the Outlaws. Winner of this one will move to 3-2 in the season series. To recap the series, Renegades, in the first time these two met on June 12th, in Jefferson City at Vivian Field, the Renegades had a comeback win in the 9th inning where they scored 2 runs on a walk-off hit by Ty Wilmsmeyer to win that one 7-6. Then the very next day, a week ago, that game where Wilmsmeyer started on the mound, I lost in a high-scoring shootout 11-9. Then an off day gave them a rest before they headed back home, lost 2-0, and then in this ballpark last Thursday night, won 15-10, by far their best offensive performance of the season. And they've really been struggling on that side of the ball ever since that 15 runs they put up, have scored just 3 combined in the 2 games to follow, and all 3 of those came on Saturday in Chillicothe. So still looking for some consistency, still looking for some better offensive numbers. We'll see if the Renegades can do that here. Looking to move with a win, would go to 5-7. Outlaws coming off a 4-1 win over St. Joe last night on Father's Day. We'll see if they can keep it rolling. Also believe a couple days prior they had their military night on Friday and had a double-digit run-scoring performance the day before that. So they come in on a small little bit of a roll. We'll see which team can break the 2-2 tie and move to over 500 in the season series. Let's give you the starting lineups as we're just a few minutes away from first pitch. Coaches and umpires just had their meeting at home plate, which tells us we're just about ready to go here at Joe Becker Stadium. For the visiting Jefferson City Renegades this evening, you have Adonis Forte leading off and playing center. Ross Lovich bats second in the DH spot, with Luke Fuller playing third base this evening. He bats third. Jack Matishek back-to-back multi-hit games on Friday and Saturday. He's been a force at the top of the Renegades lineup. He bats cleanup and plays right field tonight. TJ Rockerbomber, who came on with a pinch hit RBI single in the top of the 9th inning on Saturday, he bats 6th and plays catcher. Colby Ott at second, bats in the 6th spot. Jackson Lovich, shortstop, hits 7th. Cole Wagner in left field, the number 8 spot, and Levi Meslowski, the first baseman tonight, bats 9th. And Ty Wilmsmeyer, looking to build off a pretty stellar pitching debut last week, is the pitcher on the mound this evening for the Renegades. Renegades, I believe, based on what I heard earlier this afternoon, currently scheduled to use 4 pitchers, but obviously the game flow will determine how that could change for more or for less. Now let's switch over to the home Joplin Outlaws lineup. A lot of familiar names as these two teams facing for the 5th time this season. Corey Syracuse, we've seen him behind the plate a couple times. He plays second this evening and bats leadoff. Caden Bressler, the shortstop, in the 2 spot. Max Bruff, he's reached base in every game that these two teams have played this season. He catches and bats third. Carson Carpenter in center field hits cleanup. Michael Long, the third baseman, at the 5th spot in the order. Garrett Chun blasted one out of here when these two teams met last week. He is in the 6th spot, right fielder tonight. Matt Campbell, new addition to this Joplin roster, just joined the team today. He's at first base tonight, hails from Fort Scott, Kansas, and Fort Scott Community College. He will be in that 7th spot tonight. Cody Min, the designated hitter, and Matt Woodmansey in left field. He rounds out the lineup at number 9. And AJ Moreno, the pitcher, on the mound this evening for the Outlaws. So just going on in front of me, we're about to do the player introductions here at the stadium. Renegades wearing their alternates. We see them wear blue tops with gray pants in every away game so far, the 4 of them this season. But tonight they've got the alternates going. They have the yellow jerseys. They're donning them. And then meanwhile, the home Joplin Outlaws are wearing their all whites here for this one. A little bit of wind. It's picked up since as the Pulse pregame show has gone on. And it's not made its way up here to the booth, but certainly as I look out at the flags out in center field, it is moving here a little bit. So to recap those starting lineups, just as we're a minute or two away from first pitch for the Renegades, it'll be Forte, Lovich, Fuller, Matishek, Rockerbomber, Ott, Jackson Lovich, Wagner, and Meslowski to round it out with Ty Wilmsmeyer on the mound. And then for the home Joplin Outlaws, Syracuse, Bressler, Bruff, Carpenter, Long, Chun, and then Campbell, Min, Woodmansey with Moreno on the mound. So, like I said, we're inching closer and closer to first pitch. Renegades, like I said, looking to really get on a roll here, consistently alternate between good pitching and good hitting. They have not had the hitting part of that equation for the last couple of days, but the pitching has been there, especially when you look at the last couple of outings. When they headed to Chillicothe on Saturday to face the Mudcats, they got pitching performances across 3 different pitchers. Braden Boyer got the start. He went 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, only 2 runs allowed. Tanner Schmitz came in, pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 unearned run, and then he closed it out with an inning, 1 run allowed. And then looking the day before that, when the Renegades took the mound, Colin Damo got the no decision. He went 5 innings, didn't allow a run. Brendan Perkins went 1 run allowed. And Carter Gorling, the final 3 innings pitched, did not allow a run. So back-to-back games for the Renegades where they have been absolutely stellar on the mound. Now it's just about putting the 2 pieces together, because the Renegades, as we saw a couple nights ago here at this ballpark, able to score some runs, 15 of them to be in fact, thanks to a couple of bombs by a couple of their hitters at the top of the lineup. Ross Lovich from the leadoff spot when these two teams faced last Thursday evening hit 2 2-run homers when he was in center field leading off. And then Levi Mizlowski also hit a 2-run bomb of his own to those bleachers beyond the left field fence. So we'll see if the Renegades can put it together here this evening. Lineup introduction is just about finished, as we will take a break here for the national anthem and be back in just a moment for first pitch. Renegades and Outlaws, winner moves to 3-2 in the season series. We're a match before these teams wait to meet again until July. Back in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network. Almost time for baseball. Don't go anywhere.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
When things come out of left field, having a game plan matters. Farmers Insurance has over 90 years of experience helping people play through every stage of the game. We've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything. Talk to Farmers Agent Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131 to see how I can help you stay in the game. That's Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
MoX Dock and Norm Direct is back better than ever. Much more than your #1 ground shuttle transportation service to St. Louis Airport. Yes! MoX Dock and Norm Direct is Mid-Missouri's leader in premier group travel. Sporting events, concerts, wedding receptions, the lake, winery trips, Branson, plaza shopping, reunions, pub crawls. Group sizes from 1 to 100 or beyond. We do it all. Remember, we want you to ride MoX Dock and Norm Direct.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie!
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. This state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
Almost time for baseball at Joe Becker Stadium here in Joplin, Missouri. Thanks so much, everyone, listening in tonight for Renegades versus Outlaws. I'm Ben Schmidt, bringing you tonight's broadcast on the Show Me Sports Network. Starting pitcher tonight for the Outlaws, A.J. Moreno, just taking the mound to throw home his warm-up pitches. Pretty hot evening here at the ballpark, but pretty good crowd as I look out and around. Do have to mention, before we leave this stadium for the last time in a pretty decent amount of time, about best seats in the house to my left. They actually have a reclining chair, 2 of them, that they give away to 2 lucky fans every single home game that get to come up and enjoy the views. So if you got the chance to make it out here and potentially win those seats, that's got to be pretty fun. Just about a minute or 2 away from first pitch. Give you those lineups one more time. It is Forte, Lovich, Fuller, Matashek, Rocker Bomber, Ott, and then Lovich, Wagner, Meslowski to round it out with Ty Wilmsmeyer on the mound. Siracusa, Bressler, Bruff, Carpenter, Long, Chun, and then Campbell, Min, Woodmansey for the Outlaws, with Moreno just about ready to get us going. Renegades, for the first time on the road this season, wearing their yellow alternate uniforms with the blue stripes going just under the arms on the sides. All white with the red letters and numbers on them for the Outlaws this evening. Final warm-up pitch fired in, and a throw down to second base, and that means we're just about ready to go, as Adonis Forte will take the walk up to the batter's box to get us going. So Forte now just about ready to go. Left-handed batting center fielder will face the right-handed pitching Moreno. Renegades need some offense tonight. Just about time to see if they can get it going. Moreno's pitch is into the backstop on the fly, missed away outside, and it is now time for baseball here at Joe Becker Stadium. Forte, Ross Lovich, and Luke Fuller 1, 2, 3 in the Renegades lineup here in this top of the first inning. If it's any indication, this stadium has done good things for the Renegades offense, scoring 9 and 15 in those 2 games. This one pumped in there for a strike, the first of the evening for Moreno. Seen Forte bat up near the top of this lineup in pretty much every game that he's been in there. Bats leadoff tonight, hit leadoff on Saturday as well. Here's the 1-1. This one swung and fouled into the mid of Bruff. That runs it to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Forte in that game on Saturday singled in the 3rd and then had an infield single again in the 9th and scored a run thanks to an error by the shortstop. Here's the pitch. This one called strike 3, nabs the outside corner, and Forte will be down on strikes for the first out of the evening. Thought that one was going to miss just a bit outside, but good frame job back there by Bruff. He catches the outside corner on a well-located pitch by Moreno, and we are off and running. So after the out number 1, the called strike, looking, it'll be Ross Lovich, who certainly has to like hitting at this ballpark, as he, in the last time they played here, pumped 2 2-run homers out over the wall. Hits this one in the air out to deep right center field, heading towards the gap, but Carpenter's now under it. He makes the catch in center field. 1 pitch to Lovich for out number 2. Got that one in the air, but didn't have the same amount of carry on as Carpenter was able to glide on over, plant the feet, and make a nice easy catch. And now 5 pitches and 2 outs for Moreno. He's been crisp so far to begin his outing. So now Luke Fuller will step in, looking to continue this top of the first for Jefferson City. Moreno into the line, will deliver the first pitch to the right-handed hitter. This one swung, grounded out to 3rd. Long has got it at 3rd. Will make the throw across the diamond. It's high, and it'll go into the Renegades dugout. That'll allow Fuller to trot on up to second base after the throwing error. Long seemed to have plenty of time to make that throw, but tried to put a little too much heat on it, and that one went into the Renegades dugout on the fly. So now they have a 2-out runner in scoring position for a guy who's been heating up at the plate for Jefferson City, back-to-back multi-hit games for the Renegades right fielder. That is Jack Matashek, who steps in. This game started with back-to-back outs recorded before the error just a moment ago by the 3rd baseman. Long for the Outlaws went into the dugout and now has Luke Fuller standing at second base with 2 outs. Pitch to Matashek is a called strike for strike 1. Forte led this game off with a strikeout looking before Lovich flew out to center on the first pitch. And then also swinging at the first pitch, Fuller grounded it. Seemingly would have been the out number 3 to end the inning, but throw was into the dugout of the Renegades, courtesy of Michael Long. And now the Renegades have a 2-out base runner also in scoring position. Matashek takes ball outside. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike. Matashek reached base 4 times actually in that game on Saturday against Chillicothe. 2 singles to right, a hit by pitch, and an infield single in his 5 at-bats. Very productive night for him at the plate. Now looks to give the Renegades a lead here if he could put one in the outfield grass. Moreno checks the runner. Fuller off a second. Here's the pitch. This one goes foul over the crowd behind us, and that is now 1 ball, 2 strikes to the right fielder for Jefferson City. Rocker Bomber waits on deck if Matashek can keep this top of the first going. Ty Wilmsmeyer waiting to take the mound for the Renegades as soon as we reach the bottom of the first inning. Appearing in the game for the first time since the last Monday when he also started. Moreno checks the runner Fuller. He leads off second. Straight up defense. Here's the pitch. This one's swung and fouled, and we will stay right here at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Moreno worked very quickly to the first 2 batters. Got Forte on 4 pitches on a strikeout looking, and then first pitch out to Roslovich. And seemingly had a first pitch out number 3 to Luke Fuller on a ground ball to third base, but a throwing error allowed this inning to continue. And not only that, allowed Fuller to move up to second base and give the Renegades a 2-out runners in scoring position. Moreno now trying to put Matashek away. He's ahead 1-2. Here's the pitch, lined out to left, but that's out of play, foul. And Matashek continuing to battle, keeping it right at 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3 foul balls now in a row for the right fielder for Jefferson City. Just underway, about 10 minutes into this one at Joe Becker Stadium here in Joplin, Missouri. These two teams even 2-2 on the season series. They met all 4 times last week. Last time they will meet for quite some time here. 1 ball, 2 strike once again to Matashek. Here's the pitch from Moreno. This one lined out to first. It gets past the glove and into right field. That's going to bring in a run. Rounding third is scoring is Fuller. This one kicks all the way up the wall out in right field. They're going to wave Matashek around to third. Throw back in by Chun. Matashek slides into third base, and that is a 2-out RBI triple for the Renegades right fielder. It was hit down the first base line. First baseman Campbell, new addition to the Outlaws roster, dove after it, but it got past the glove, and Renegades add a run in this top of the first inning thanks to an error, and then an RBI triple pulled down that right field line. Fuller was easily able to trot home from second base. Only question was once that ball rolled up that hill out in right field is whether Matashek would make the turn and come to third. He did, and was in there sliding as that ball was eventually thrown back in by Chun. So now after the 2-out RBI triple first hit of the ballgame for the Renegades, another chance to make this a 2-0 game if Rocker Bomber can reach. Here's the pitch. This one in there. A called strike to the catcher for the Renegades. Great at bat just a moment ago for Jack Matashek, who fell behind 1-2 before fouling off a couple of pitches in a row and then lining one down the right field line for an RBI triple to give the Renegades a 1-0 lead. Here's Rocker Bomber, 0-1 pitch on the way. This one misses outside now, even a ball and a strike. Rocker Bomber did not start that game on Saturday, but came in as a pinch hitter in the 6th spot in the 9th inning and delivered an RBI single to right. At the time when he reached, he would have been the go-ahead run, but was left stranded at first base when the game ended on a pop-out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This one high and outside. So now Rocker Bomber moves ahead, 2 balls, 1 strike. Matashek, who just hit an RBI triple down the right field line and up the grass hill, leads off at third base. Moreno, the right-handed pitcher, looks right at him as Matashek takes his lead at foul ground. Here's the 2-1. This one hit foul, back behind us, and now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This inning looked like it was going to be over, 3 up and 3 down after Forte struck out looking and Roslovich flew out to center before Luke Fuller stepped in, hit a ground ball to third base that was airmailed into the Renegades dugout, allowing not only Fuller to reach but to move up to second, and then just now scored on the RBI triple, 1-0 Renegades top of the first. 2 outs now. Moreno's pitch to Rocker Bomber. This one hit in the air, foul out of play, and we will stay put right here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Through just 5 Renegades batters, quite a few foul balls already hit over us behind home plate and back behind, either on top of this roof or out of the stadium. Moreno so far made just 1 mistake pitch, and that was the one that Matashek pulled just past the diving first baseman Campbell and into right field. It was pitched well besides that. Here's the 2-2 once again to Rocker Bomber, misses outside, and it's now run full. Colby Ott, who recorded that final out on a pop-up to the catcher on Saturday, waits on deck. Excuse me, not Colby Ott, though. It was Brennan Perkins who recorded the final out. Colby Ott actually came around to score the run that made it a 4-3 ball game. Now 3-2 to Rocker Bomber. Here's the pitch. Swung and ripped, but foul way down the right field line and out of play. Heads towards the road out to the right of the stadium. There's a car coming down that road, but thankfully not close enough to where it was in the line of fire. So now we'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A runner leads off third base for the Renegades. They already lead to this one 1-0, top of the first inning. Moreno looking to claim out number 3 on Rocker Bomber. Here's the pitch. This one lined out to right field. Sean got after it, sinking fast. That ball's going to get down for a base hit. Matashek can crawl on home as a 2-out RBI single. Renegades lead this one now 2-0 thanks to the catcher TJ Rocker Bomber as he delivers a shallow hit single to right field. Matashek, who was on third base, able to trot on home for the second run of the ball game for Jefferson City. Delivered courtesy of TJ Rocker Bomber, who battled all the way to full count and then lined that one. No play for Chun coming in as the right fielder. Renegades double up from 1-0 to 2-0. So now Colbiot steps in, 6th hitter of the inning for the Renegades. Late on this one, 0-1, swings and misses. Two runners have scored this inning for the Renegades, Luke Fuller and then just now Jack Matashek. Rocker Bomber leads off first. Here's the pitch, ground foul outside the first baseline, and now quickly 0-2 to the Jefferson City Renegades' second baseman on the evening. First 2 batters were retired. The last 3 have all reached to give the Renegades a 2-0 lead. Still got a runner on first base with 2 outs in this first inning. Moreno looking to get the final strike. He's ahead of 0-2. Here's the pitch. This one misses up and away, and now 1 ball, 2 strike count. Pretty hot evening here at the ballpark. Wind not really a factor, at least not from where we are up here in the booth. 1-2 pitch now to Ott. This one way out and away. Evens things up 2-2. Rocker Bomber still at first base after the RBI single just a moment ago. Renegades once again looked like they were going to be retired in order. 3 out, 3 down before an error allowed this inning to continue. And then back-to-back clutch hits by Jack Matashek and TJ Rocker Bomber have drove in 2 Renegades runs. Here's the 2-2. This one foul, and we'll stay put at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll see how this game wraps up. I have the feeling that this could go a very long way for a team that at least the last 2 times they've taken the field struggled to score some runs, but back-to-back clutch hits with 2 outs could prove very large for this team as this game moves on. 2-2 once again. Rocker Bomber's running. Here's the pitch, high and away for a ball. Throw down to second base. Rocker Bomber slides in there safely as the ball actually hit him on the slide, and he gets to stolen base to move into scoring position. And now a 3-2 count to Colby Ott. Rocker Bomber was off and running on the 2-2 pitch. Throw way late as fielders weren't even over there on the bag when that throw came in, and it caused the ball to hit Rocker Bomber as he was sliding in. So now he's in scoring position. We'll do the 3-2 pitch now to Colby Ott. And here it comes from Moreno. This one hit out to center field. Chasing after it is now the left fielder Woodmansey. He's under it, plants the feet, and makes the catch for out number 3. But not before the Renegades get 2 2-out clutch hits, courtesy of Jack Matashek and TJ Rocker Bomber, who will head to the bottom of the first inning. Renegades lead it now 2-0. We'll be back for Ty Wilmsmeyer in just a second on the Show Me Sports Network.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
We are State Tech. We are hands-on education. When you choose the #1 two-year college in the country, you know you will be ready for your career. That's why at State Tech we say, from the classroom to your career, we are the employer's choice. We are State Tech.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
Ty Wilmsmeyer returns to the bump here on this Monday evening, June 20th. Thank you everyone for tuning in so far. Just underway at Joe Becker Stadium in Joplin. I'm Ben Schmidt, bringing you tonight's Renegades coverage on the Show Me Sports Network. Ty Wilmsmeyer, who after pitching last Monday night at this exact same stadium, has not played in a game since, back on the mound, University of Missouri product, looking to continue where he left off last Monday night, where he went 3 very strong innings, a couple of strikeouts, very little contact made against him as well, and now he will go to work against a very similar Joplin lineup. Wilmsmeyer to his windup. Here's the first pitch to Siracusa, misses inside for ball 1. We Siracusa, Bressler, and Bruff 1, 2, 3 in the Joplin lineup here in the first inning. Wilmsmeyer back into his windup. Here's this one, grounded out to second base, Ott over. Should be an easy play for him. Throws on to first base. Mazlowski's got it, and out number 1. Wilmsmeyer is off and running in this bottom of the first. Nice start for the right-handed pitcher for Jefferson City, given 2 runs of support early in this one, thanks to a couple clutch RBI hits for the Renegades in the top half of this inning. So now stepping in, Caden Bressler. He awaits the first pitch in there. A called strike looked like the fastball out of the hand of Wilmsmeyer. Saw him play mostly second and even pitch one game when these two teams faced off last week. He's at shortstop tonight. This one high and outside. Now a ball and a strike. Siracusa just grounded out to get this bottom of the first going. 1 out now, no one on. Renegades lead 2-0 as this one is fouled back. Now a ball and 2 strike. Wilmsmeyer was able to get 3 punch-outs when he took the mound. We'll see if he's able to have similar production in the strikeout category. He's ready. Ahead 1-2 in Bressler. Here's the pitch. This one misses outside, so now we're even. Max Bruff, catcher, waits on deck for Joplin. Carson Carpenter is in the hole. Wilmsmeyer has worked relatively quickly so far. Here's the 2-2. That one misses up, and now it's run full. He got Siracusa on the second pitch of his at-bat to ground out to the second baseman, Ott. Now is run at full to the shortstop and number 2 batter, Caden Bressler. Into the wind, here's the 3-2 pitch. This one misses outside off the outside corner, and a 1-out walk and a 1-out base runner first of the evening for the Outlaws. So after the 1-out walk to Bressler, he'll face the right-handed batting Bruff. Bruff had a pretty nice series when these two teams faced last week on the game here on Thursday night. Reached 3 times his first 3 plate appearance he was on. Now bats here with 1 out and 1 on. This one up high, 1 ball, no strikes to the catcher for Joplin. Bressler does have some speed. We'll see if they try and send him with 1 out, trying to get him in scoring position. He is held on by Mazlowski. This one called strike. Looked to be a little up and maybe even a little in, but good frame job there by Rockerbrummer behind the dish. So now even at a ball and a strike. Wilmsmeyer now pitching out of the stretch after the 1-out walk to Caden Bressler. He is held on at first, and here's the pitch. Hit high in the air out to right field. This one's curving towards the foul line. I think it's going to get foul, but Matashak, did he make the catch? He did. Up against the wall, running almost full speed. Didn't know if he was going to have a play, but he made that just about 1 step to the left of that wall down the right field line. Had to wait for the umpire's signal to see if he caught it, but that retires Bruff for out number 2. Nicely done by Matashek, who delivered on the top of this inning on an RBI triple. Made the long run on a catch in foul territory and right up against the wall. Made that catch for out number 2 to retire Bruff. Off the bat, knew it was going to curve foul, just didn't know whether Matashek would be able to run it down. And nice grab. This one up, one away for ball 1 to Carpenter. Now batting with a runner on first, lefty hitter, 2 out. Syracuse grounded out to start this inning, then a 1-out walk to Bressler, and Max Bruff just flew out in foul territory. This one swung on a miss, got the heat by him. Now a ball and strike. Bressler still leading off of first base. He is held on, but now 2 outs. Rest of the Renegades infield, straight up defense. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed again, blew it by him, and now 1 ball and 2 strike. Wilmsmeyer strike away from a 4-batter, no-run first inning. Not throwing a lot of pitches either, just 2 to Syracuse. It did go full to Bressler before walking him. Here's the 1-2, misses up high, now 2-2. Bruff flew out on the 3rd pitch of his at-bat, and now 4 pitches and a 2-2 count to Carpenter. Michael Long, the third baseman, who made the error in the top of the first to allow the inning to continue, waits on deck. Bressler running. Here's the pitch, fouled off, and Bressler will have to make his way on back. If that error does not be made in that top of the first inning, Renegades go 3 up, 3 down, and are sitting here in a 0-0 ball game rather than up 2-0. So props to the Renegades for taking advantage afterwards with back-to-back RBI hits. Here's the 2-2. This one hit in the air and foul out of play, just above us in the press box area. So once again, stays even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Carpenter now battling against Wilmsmeyer. Renegades at the moment, I believe, are scheduled to throw 4 pitchers on the evening. Obviously, will change depending on the flow of the game. Here's Wilmsmeyer's 2-2 once again. Swung on a miss for strike 3, the first strikeout of the ballgame for Wilmsmeyer, and ends the first inning. So success for Wilmsmeyer on the mound continues. We'll head to the second. Renegades lead this one 2-0 on the Show Me Sports Network.
Throughout the course of any game, different actions stand out to different people. But everyone remembers a walk-off, especially if it's a walk-off wood bat. Handcrafted right here in Missouri, walk-off wood bat company bats are made with premium-grade maple, ash, and birch, fully customizable to make it truly yours. From the length and weight to the barrel and handle color, you're able to customize every feature of your wood bat, including personalized engraving with a 45-day warranty. In addition to selling custom handcrafted bats, they also offer a selection of bat accessories, including lizard skin bat grips and batting gloves. To help find your confidence at the plate, give Walk-Off Wood Bat Company a call at 816-261-1014 or visit wowbats.com.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
AJ Moreno back out on the bump as we head to the top of the second inning here at Joe Becker Stadium in Joplin, Missouri. These teams already played 4 times all last week, and they split 2-2 tie. We'll see who can take the season series advantage tonight before these 2 teams take a little bit of a break before they will face each other again. After they face tonight, the next time that these 2 teams will meet, as I'm looking down at the schedule, will not be till the last week of the season, or they will face 3 times in that final week. So schedule makers like to have these 2 teams get familiar with each other the 2 times that they match up. So now to lead off this inning, it's Jackson Lovich. Drives this one out to deep center field. Center fielder Carpenter chasing after it. Still on the run at the wall. This ball is off the wall for extra bases. Lovich makes a turn. He's going to come to third. A throw comes in back to the shortstop. Lovich into third, standing with a lead-off triple off the top of the left center field wall for the shortstop of the Renegades. Gave that ball a drive, and it kept continuing to carry. Carpenter had slowed up at the wall as it clanked off of it. And a lead-off triple, the second triple of the ballgame for the Renegades just now in the top of the second inning. Have to say, in the experience, the at-bats that we have seen Jackson Lovich take so far in this young season, think that that's the farthest that he has given one a ride. First pitch now of the at-bat to Wagner. This one grounded out to second. It should be an out, but it'll get a run home. Throw over to first is in time, but Lovich scores, and now 3-0 Renegades. So leadoff triple comes around to score for the Renegades. They quickly go from 2-0 to 3-0 on the RBI ground up by Cole Wagner. Nicely done by the Renegades left fielder. Just underway here in the top of the second inning. Renegades came into this inning leading 2-0 before Jackson Lovich just hit an RBI triple off the left center field wall and then scored one pitch later on the Cole Wagner RBI groundout. Strike one swinging to Levi Meslowski. Rounds out this Renegades lineup in the number 9 spot. Pats with no one on and one out. Here's the pitch. This one swung on a miss. Now 0-2 on the third baseman for the Renegades. First baseman tonight. Seen him play third base as well this season. He's now back in. Moreno into the lineup. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one swung on a miss, pulled off string on him with the off speed. And good morning, good afternoon, and good night to the Renegades first baseman. He's out number 2, strikeout swinging. So after the leadoff triple, Moreno bounces back and gets 2 quick outs. And now we'll go back to the top of the Renegades order for Forte, who struck out looking his first time up. Forte now in, right-handed pitcher, left-handed hitter. This one nabs the outside corner for strike one. Forte saw just 4 pitches in that first at-bat. Was rung up on a pitch that grabbed the outside corner of the plate for out number 1. This one misses outside, so now we're even a ball and a strike. Renegades scored 2 in the first on an RBI triple and an RBI single before Jackson Lovich led off this inning with a triple of his own to left center field. This one swung on a miss, now 1-2. Lovich then came in to score on the ground out to second base off the bat of Cole Wagner. So now a 3-0 Renegades score. Moreno a strike away from ending this inning. He's got Forte 1-2. Here's the pitch. Up and away now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now back into the box is Forte. Even now 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. Don't think Forte liked that one either, as it looked to be a little low and away. But regardless, he has rung up for the second time in 2 innings, and that ends the top of the second. So we'll head to the bottom of the half. Renegades add another run. Back in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer. You're a parent. You're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
Wolfsmeyer just wrapping up his warm-up pitches to begin this bottom of the second inning. Takes them out after a scoreless bottom of the first where he faced just 4 batters. One of them a walk, other 3 were retired. Renegades scored 2 in the first, added 1 more just now in the top of the second inning, and lead this one 3-0. Stepping in to lead it off is Michael Long. This one up and in, ball 1 to the third baseman of the Outlaws. Wolfsmeyer now back into the lineup. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. This one swung on a miss. Looked like he went with the off speed there. Long caught nothing but air on his swing, and now we're even at a ball and a strike. Long now back into the batter's box, waves the bat just slightly over his right shoulder. Here's the pitch, swung and fouled back, and now a ball and 2 strikes. Wolfsmeyer in that first inning did get 1 strikeout. It was a strikeout swing of Carson Carpenter to end the inning. Looking to match that now as we head to the bottom of the second. He's ahead 1 ball, 2 strike to Michael Long. He's got what he likes. Here's the pitch. This one rung him up, called strike 3 to Long on the outside corner, and that is out number 1. Long hesitated for a second when leaving the batter's box. I don't know if he believed that was strike 3, but a couple of those have been called the exact same way to a couple of Renegades hitters as that one nabbed the outside corner for out number 1. So back-to-back strikeouts for Wilmsmeyer, last out of the first out of the second, and he'll now face Garrett Chun. This one, I believe that one was called a ball. It looked like Chun started to go, and then they didn't call him on the swing, and they call that one a ball. 1-0 now to Chun. So now back into the box. Here's the pitch. This one in there called strike. We're even. Matt Campbell waits on deck to take his first at-bat with the Outlaws. Just joined the team from Fort Scott Community College. 1-1 pitch now to Chun. Grounded out in between first and second. It's Ott over to Getty. He feeds the covering Wilmeyer, who steps on the bag for out number 2. As Maslowski came off the bag to attempt to field that ground ball. Alertly, Ty Wilmsmeyer covered, and Ott delivered a perfect throw for out number 2. Heads up play by the pitcher getting off the mound. That's PFP getting put to good use right there. Pitcher fielding practice. Wouldn't expect anything less from a guy who usually controls out there in center field for the Renegades. So now quickly 2 outs in this inning. In steps Campbell. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Campbell at first base this evening. Right-handed hitter facing the right-handed pitching Ty Wilmsmeyer. Into his windup, here's the 0-1. This one a called strike at the knees. Now very quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. This inning started with a strikeout looking to Michael Long, and then Garrett Chun just grounded out to second base. Wilmsmeyer's 0-2. Here it is. This one low and in. So far for Wilmsmeyer, facing his 7th hitter. He's retired 6 of them so far. 5 out of the 6 that he's faced. Here's the pitch. This one ripped out between third and short, and that is into left field. 1 at bat and 1 hit for Matt Campbell, and the first hit of the evening for Joplin. That was a well-hit ball off the bat of Campbell, who was behind a ball and 2 strikes. Lined it just onto the dirt in between third and shortstop, and neither of them really had a play. And as I say dirt, I look out there, and that is actually turf on the infield, so if that goes for anything. So now 2-out base runner. Campbell leads off first. He is held on. This one misses up and away. Ball 1 to number 8 hitter and DH tonight, Cody Min. It'll be Madwood Mancy who waits on deck if this inning were to continue. Not a big lead at first. This one hit out in the air into center. Forte now coming in on it. Looks to have a play. He's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So Outlaws get their first hit of the game by the newcomer, but strand him at first base to send this one to the third. Ty Wilmsmeyer's due 2 scoreless. Back for the third in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network. Renegades lead this one 3-0.
When things come out of left field, having a game plan matters. Farmers Insurance has over 90 years of experience helping people play through every stage of the game. We've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything. Talk to Farmers Agent Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131 to see how I can help you stay in the game. That's Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
MoX Dock and Norm Direct is back better than ever. Much more than your #1 ground shuttle transportation service to St. Louis Airport. Yes! MoX Dock and Norm Direct is Mid-Missouri's leader in premier group travel. Sporting events, concerts, wedding receptions, the lake, winery trips, Branson, plaza shopping, reunions, pub crawls. Group sizes from 1 to 100 or beyond. We do it all. Remember, we want you to ride MoX Dock and Norm Direct.
On to the third here at Joe Becker Stadium in Joplin. Just wrapped up the latest Joplin rendition of the Dizzy Bat race between a couple of kids out in front of me on the third base line. Renegades playing their 5th away game of the season. Traveled here this afternoon to play Joplin. And let me remind everyone to go riding with Dock and Norm Direct, Mid-Missouri's leader in premier group travel. Group sizes range from 1 to 100 or beyond as they do it all. Dock and Norm is also the official transportation provider of the Renegades, getting us to all our road games safely, efficiently, and in style. To book your spot for your next adventure with Dock and Norm Direct, call them at 573-256-1991 or email them at reservations@moexpress.com. Thanks once again to Dock and Norm, the official transportation provider of your Jefferson City Renegades. So now Renegades going through the top of their order, looking to continue to add to what is already a 3-0 lead as we're into this top of the third inning. A.J. Moreno out for his third inning of work, although there is some movement and some stretching down there in that Outlaws bullpen. Moreno so far 2 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 2 of them courtesy of Adonis Forte going down looking. 3 hits allowed, 3 runs, but only one of those 3 runs was earned as the 2 in the first inning came after a 2-out, nobody on error by the third baseman. So into the box is Ross Lovich. Here's the first pitch. This one low and inside for ball 1. Swung at the first pitch of his first at bat in the first inning. Flew out to center field for the second out at the time. Now bats here. 1-0 pitch on the way. This one lined back and now even at a ball and a strike. We'll see if he could follow his younger brother Jackson and maybe put one off the wall or even send one out over. Renegades lead this one 3-0. Just underway in the top of the third inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This one up and away, even to make it 2 balls and 1 strike. It'll be Lovich, Fuller, and Matashek. 2, 3, 4 in the Renegades lineup. They are the 3 hitters due up in this top of the third inning. Back into the one-up. Here's Moreno's 2-1 pitch. This one way in, and that got Lovich on the back. So he will head on down to first base as the leadoff base runner this inning for the Renegades. First hit by pitch for either side this evening. That one, Moreno clearly trying to work in on the left-handed hitter. Just came too far inside and got Lovich in the back area. So he's now on as a leadoff base runner. I bring up the number 3 hitter in the order, Luke Fuller, who reached on that error in the top of the first. Campbell holds Lovich on at first base. Modest lead, now extends a little bit. Here's the first pitch to Fuller. This one called strike 1. The way Lovich was originally taking that lead, I thought we may see him off and running, but it didn't look like he got a great look at that move to the plate by Moreno. When he first kicked his leg, Lovich flinched back towards the first base bag. Fuller the one in the box. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one fouled off, and now no balls and 2 strikes to the third baseman for the Renegades this evening. Lovich just reached to begin this inning on a hit by pitch on what was a 2-1 pitch. Moreno trying to work him inside, just came too far in and got him. Now Renegades have a base runner for the 3rd straight inning. Let's see if they can score for the 3rd straight inning. Moreno checks the runner Lovich off of first. A little bit bigger lead now. He is held on by Campbell. Lovich off and running. Here's the 0-2. Swung on a miss. The throw down to second base. Not even close. Skipped in there. They might actually call batter's interference on the backswing of Fuller. We'll see what the call is made. They're going to actually come in and converge. As Bruff was up with the throw, that ball barely made it to the mound. It bounced in there. Lovich easily stole second base, but he could have been because Luke Fuller got in the way after swinging and missing. So at least 1 out on the play, strikeout swinging, as the umpires now discuss. They're going to rule no interference, so a stolen base for Ross Lovich. And after the strikeout, Renegades have a runner in scoring position. Fuller goes down swinging. That's the 4th strikeout of the game for A.J. Moreno. 2nd stolen base of the night for the Renegades, thanks to Ross Lovich swiping second base there. So now it'll be Jack Matashek. Could have a 3rd multi-hit game in a row if he can put one somewhere for a base hit. RBI triple in the 1st inning. Check the runner Lovich off second. Here's the pitch. This one nabs the outside corner. Now strike 1 to the right fielder of the Renegades. Matashek, after that RBI triple in the 1st, then would come in to score on a TJ Rockerbomber RBI single. First 2 of the 3 runs for the Renegades. Lovich not being held on at second, but they shade him that way. Shortstop dances behind him. Here's the 0-1. This one off the third base side, foul and out of play. Now no balls and 2 strikes to Matashek, who was behind 1 and 2 last time, fouled a couple of pitches off before finding one to pull down that right field line. Matashek, like usual, sporting the bright red cleats, the gray pants and the yellow jersey. Interesting color combination, but don't want to change anything up after the way he's been going at the plate. Bats clean up tonight. Behind 0-2, 1 out, runner on second. Moreno checks the runner and will step off as Lovich retreats back to the bag. He led off this inning in the number 2 spot in the order, DHing tonight. Was hit by a pitch, then just stole second on strike 3, swinging to Luke Fuller. There was a quick discussion on whether it would be interference on the backswing of Fuller, but Lowich was gifted second base. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one, swing and a miss, back-to-back strikeout. Swinging, and Moreno goes to now 2 outs with the Renegades runner still at second base. Good recovery now by Moreno as he's up to 5 strikeouts through 2 2/3 innings. Back-to-back strikeouts swinging to Fuller and Matashek, and it'll be up to TJ Rockerbomber if the Renegades want to add another run here in this 3rd inning. Lovich still leading off second base. Was hit by a pitch and stole second. That's where he currently stands after the back-to-back strikeout swinging. Here's the pitch. This one outside. 1-0 now on the Renegades catcher. Singled to right field to drive in the second run of the 1st inning, and then stole second base. Was left stranded there. Still some movement down on the Outlaws bullpen, but no throwing, just stretching. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This one swung on a miss, blew the heat by him, and now we're even at a ball and a strike. Starting to maybe cool down just a little bit here at Joe Becker Stadium. Still a pretty hot evening as Moreno looking to finish his top of the 3rd inning. Renegades got 3 hits so far through the first 2 2/3. Have a chance to add to their lead as Ross Lovich leads off second base. 1-1 pitch to Rockerbomber. This one just misses, low and away. So now 2 balls and a strike. Bruff tried to bring that one back to the outside corner. No luck. Umpire was not willing to call that one. If Rockerbomber can reach, it'll be Colby Ott who waits on deck. Renegades scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and have another opportunity to add to that here in the 3rd, but it'll take a 2-out RBI knock. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This one hit in the air, foul back behind us, and now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Moreno gave up a leadoff base runner this evening, but is a strike away from punching out 3 in a row to follow. It'll be Ty Wilmsmeyer coming back out there for the bottom of the 3rd inning in just a moment. Pitch 2 scoreless so far on the season, now up to 5 innings pitched, just 1 run allowed in his 2 starts, both at this ballpark. 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner off second, and 2 outs. Moreno looks back at him and now delivers the pitch. This one low and away, and now it's run full to Rockerbomber. So Renegades catcher working deep into this count. Delivered a RBI single in the 1st inning that just fell in front of the right fielder Chun, who was coming in. The speed of Lovich out at second base, any ball that finds outfield grass would most likely score him. Rockerbomber waits, left-handed batter. Here's the right-hander's pitch. This one swung on and missed, and the 3rd strikeout of the inning ends it for the Renegades. They get a runner on and in scoring position, but no look after that. So we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. Renegades still lead this one 3-0 on the Show Me Sports Network.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. This state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
To the bottom of the 3rd we go. Renegades already up ahead 3-0. This one is Ty Wilmsmeyer looks to continue a strong streak up out there on the mound, going for his 3rd scoreless inning of work. And as we return here for this bottom of the third inning, we'll remind everyone about Walk-Off Wood Bat Company. Handcrafted right here in Missouri, Walk-Off Wood Bat Company bats are made with premium-grade maple, ash, and birch, fully customizable to make it truly yours. From the length and weight to the barrel and handle color, you get to customize every feature of your wood bat, including personalized engraving with a 45-day warranty. In addition to selling custom handcrafted bats, they also offer a selection of bat accessories, including littered skin, bat grips, and batting gloves. To find your confidence at the plate, give Walk-Off Wood Bat Company a call at 816-261-1014 or visit wildbats.com. First pitch of the at-bat to Woodmansey was in there for a ball, and now this one pumped in there. Strike one, 1 ball, 1 strike. Woodmansey left-handed hitting left fielder. Bats in the number 9 spot before we'll flip it back over for Siracusa and Bressler on deck. Here's the 1-1. Grounded out to first. Mislowski picks it on a hop. Will feed the covering Wilmsmeyer. And out number 1 is Woodmansey hustling up the line. Made that a close play, but nice field and then nice throw to the covering Wilmsmeyer. Couple of pitches for out number 1 here in the third. So now we go back to the top. Corey Siracusa, who grounded out to second base to get this thing going for the Outlaws in the bottom of the first. Outlaws have 1 hit, 1 other base runner on a walk. Do not have any runs so far. Wilmsmeyer through 2 and a third innings. Throws this one in there for ball 1 to begin at Siracusa. He was behind Siracusa 1-0 in the first inning when Siracusa swung at the second pitch and grounded out to Ott. Here's the 1-0. This one in there. Strike 1. Wilmsmeyer's not had to work deep into a lot of counts so far. Went full count to Bressler before walking him, and was 2-2 to Carpenter in the first before striking him out swinging. This one is grounded out to short. Jackson Lovich to his left makes a throw over to first base. That's in time, and now out number 2 to the leadoff hitter, second baseman for the Outlaws. Jackson Lovich made that play look relatively simple, moving to his left and then flipped the feed and threw a strike on over to Mislowski at first base. So 2 quick outs in the bottom of the third inning. Wilmsmeyer continued to keep the pace up and pump in strikes. Like I was saying, outside of those 2 at-bats I mentioned in the first, only threw 1 ball. This one is flown in the air down the left field line. Going out and coming in is the left fielder, Wagner, and he's under it for out number 3 in a very quick bottom of the third inning. Thought the shortstop Lovich might go out to make that one, but left fielder Wagner came in for out number 3. So Wilmsmeyer's through 3, and Renegades lead 3-0 after 3. On to the 4th we go on the Show Me Sports Network. I'm Ben Schmidt. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, this is Nick Hoslag, owner of Hoslag Landscape and Design. Every day, my highly trained team of experts works hard to give you the outdoor living area you've been dreaming of. By focusing solely on landscaping and hardscape construction, this has made us the preferred landscape and design company serving Jefferson City and the central Missouri area. Thank you for all your continued support in voting us as winners of the Reader's Choice Awards and Jefferson City's Best multiple years running. When you are ready to begin your dream outdoor project, call us at 573-301-9464 to schedule an estimate or visit hoslaglandscape.com.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
On to the 4th now here on the Show Me Sports Network. Thanks everyone for tuning in to tonight's coverage of the Renegades and the Joplin Outlaws. Renegades with a win this evening would move to 5-7 on the season, looking to snap a albeit short but losing streak. Nevertheless, they've lost back-to-back games. Still have not won more than 2 games in a row this season. Still have got a week or so left in June and all of July, but we'd like to see them start to get something going, put a little bit of consistency together, and maybe tonight is the start of that. But at the same point in time, I also feel like I've said that for 4 or 5 games in a row now, so what do I know? A.J. Moreno back out for the 4th inning. Despite the 3 runs, he has pitched very, very well, and only 1 of those 3 runs is earned. He's got 3 innings pitched and 6 strikeouts. 6 of the 9 batters that he has retired have come way via the K, with 2 of them looking, the other 4 swinging. So Renegades have a chance after the quick bottom of the third inning pitched by Ty Wilmsmeyer to add was a 3-0 lead. It'll be Ott, Jackson Lovich, and Cole Wagner up this inning. Levi Maslowski, the number 9 hitter, will come to the plate if any of them reach. Renegades have had a base runner in all 3 innings so far. Those base runner came around to score in the first and the second before being left stranded in the third. This one swung on and fouled into the mid of Bruff for strike 1 to Ott. Ott flew out to left in a 3-2 count when he hit with runner on second base and 2 outs in the top of the first. This pitch hit on the air in the infield. First baseman goes over. Looks like Campbell's going to make the catch, and he does for out number 1. Infield pop-out gets this 4th inning underway. So Jackson Lovich will now step in. Gave one a long right out to deep left center field when he hit to lead off the 2nd inning. Just clanked off the top of the left center field wall. By the time that ball came back in, Lovich was in at third base standing for a leadoff triple. So now bats here, no one on, 1 out. Renegades lead 3-0 in the top of the 4th. Here's Moreno's pitch. This one outside for ball 1. Lovich hit that triple on the first pitch of his first at bat, and now is ahead a 1-0 count here. Soon to be freshman at University of Missouri. Bats for the 2nd time. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. Moreno went with the off speed, and Lovich swung over it. It's now even at a ball and a strike. On the way is the 1-1 pitch to Lovich. This one outside and down low. So now 2 balls and a strike to the shortstop for the Renegades. Renegades have their first lead in since when they were up 1-0 against Chillicothe on Saturday. This one swung on a miss. Now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Renegades led in that one 1-0, and then the bottom of that same inning gave it up 2-1 and never held a lead again. This one lined out into the center field grass, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Looked like a half swing kind of a thing off the inside of the bat of Lovich, and there was just no one home with the second baseman and shortstop playing straight up, and that is a 1-out base hit for Lovich. 2nd hit of the evening for him. Not a hard hit ball whatsoever, and if there was someone stationed that would have been an easy catch or not. It was not hit very hard and had some airtime under it, but with both second and short playing straight up defense, now and hit basically directly over the second base bag, it splashed down for an easy single. So runner takes his lead. That's Jackson Lovich off of first. He's held on by Campbell, and Cole Wagner will bat with the runner on and 1 out. This one outside now, 1-0. Moreno so far through 3 1/3 innings. He's given up 3 runs, but just 1 of them earned. That was the RBI ground out in the 2nd that scored Lovich. Wagner now bats once again with Lovich on. He leads it first. Here's the pitch to the left fielder. This one grounded weakly, coming in as the shortstop wrestler. He's up with it, long throw to first, but Wagner beats it out for an infield single, and the Renegades have 2 on 1 out. That ball was hit so slowly, but by the time Wrestler came in to get it, he made about as good of a play as he could have in the strong throw to first, but Wagner with the speed beats it out, and the runner Lovich moves up to second base. Back-to-back hits for the Renegades, not hit all that hard, but just put about as good of a place as you can do it, as now Joplin will have a meeting at the mound. There is throwing down there in the Outlaws bullpen out beyond the left field line. It is a left-handed pitcher out there warming up. As I look at this Outlaws roster, that leaves just 3 possible pitchers it could be. Doubt it's Edrian Rango, as we saw him start a game last week, so don't think they would move him to the bullpen. So that leaves Cole Cooper and George Fisher, 2 other possibilities for the left-handed pitcher that could be warming down there in that bullpen. But with it way out there beyond the left field line, no chance I'm going to be able to tell you what number that is. So now after the infield single off the bat of Cole Wagner, Lovich moves up to second. Now 2 on 1 out for the Renegades. Meslowski, who struck out on 3 pitches, steps in. This pitch hit high in the air on the infield. Converging is a couple of Outlaws. It's the catcher Bruff in foul territory who makes the catch, and out number 2 recorded by Moreno. Nicely done by the pitcher to rebound after the back-to-back singles. So now still 2 runners on for the Renegades. It's Lovich, who singled to center, who's at second base, and Cole Wagner, who had an infield single off of first. But with 2 on, and 1 out, Maslowski just popped up for the second out of the inning. And now the third time through the order starts with Forte. He's got a 2-out RBI opportunity. Renegades have had someone in scoring position every inning so far through the first 4. Forte struck out looking both times. Chance to do some damage here. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss. Moreno gets that one by him. Strike 1 to the center fielder of the Renegades. Don't know how long the leash is on Moreno tonight. I think maybe they would send him back out for the 5th if he can get through this inning scoreless, but certainly looks like to be someone ready down in that bullpen. Moreno checks the runner, Lovich off second. Here's the pitch. This one swung on a miss. Lovich going to third. He's in there safely with the stolen base up on the slide. A little bit of an awkward pop-up, but he is okay as he stands on top of third. And now first and third, still with 2 outs for the Renegades on what was strike 2 to Forte. Third stolen base already as we're in the top of the 4th inning for the Renegades. And have to tell you, that was really the only one where Bruff even had a shot. Other 2 runners got great leads and were into second easily. Lovich this time stealing third. Was a close play, but he slid in there safely. So now first and third, 0-2 to Forte. This one swung grounded weakly to first, but that one is going to curve into foul territory. So it stays no balls and 2 strikes. Renegades looking to add was a 3-0 lead. They scored 2 in the first on an RBI triple and an RBI single, and then added 1 more in the second on Cole Wagner's RBI groundout. Wagner currently on first base with his first hit of the evening. That was an infield single just a moment ago to the shortstop Wrestler, who really did not have a play on it. So now 2 on, 2 out. Moreno trying not to allow a 4th Renegades runner to come in and score. He's got to deal with Forte, but is ahead in an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. This one up and away. Ball 1 to Forte. Ross Lovich waits on deck if Forte can keep this top of the 4th alive. Renegades already now at 5 hits on the evening. Renegades had 10 hits when they played in Chillicothe on Saturday. Have already matched the run total though with 3. Runners take their leads. Here's the pitch way outside. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Lovich is going to try and come home and score, and they've got him caught in a rundown. Bruff will run him back to third. The tag made at third base by the third baseman, and that is out number 3. Lovich was way off the third base bag and tried to catch Bruff napping. Bruff went like he was going to throw the ball back to the pitcher, and had he thrown that ball, Lovich would have easily scored. But Bruff had the smarts to fake the throw, and by that point, Jackson Lovich was a dead duck, inning over. So we'll head to the bottom half of the inning. Renegades still lead us 1-3-0. Back in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network.
River Oak Christian Academy has been providing a strong biblical foundation and academic excellence within a Christian environment to students for more than 16 years. Located in Jefferson City, River Oak Christian Academy offers kinder prep through 7th grade with 8th grade to be added in the 2023-2024 school year. River Oak Christian Academy's primary goal is the discipleship of the next generation to impact the world for Christ. Average class sizes are just 16 students with a student body composed of families from over 30 area churches. Kinder prep offerings include 3 and 5 full-day sessions, with kindergarten offering a half-day and full-day program. To find out more about River Oak Christian Academy, call them at 573-634-3983.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
Bottom of the 4th now, Renegades still leading 3-0. Max Bruff in to lead it off. 3-4-5 in the Outlaws order to face Wilmsmeyer. This one pumps in there for a strike, gets this inning underway. Bruff flew out to right field on a nice running catch in foul territory by Matashek in the first inning, his first at bat up. Here's the pitch, and then once again now 0-2 on the catcher for the Outlaws. Bruff just made a really heads-up play to end that top of the 4th inning, and it was honestly 2 attempted smart plays by 2 smart players, and just Bruff got the better of Jackson Lovich as this one just misses now 1-2. That inning with the runners on first and third, 2 out, Outlaws had a little bit of a shift going with Long pulled off the third base lag as here's the 1-2. This one outside, now 2-2. Off the third base bag was Long, so Jackson Lovich was able to get a gigantic lead. Was way off at third base, and Bruff just every single time would catch the pitch and just lofted back to the pitcher. And Lovich had the idea and got so far off the bag as here's the 2-2 pitch. Grounded out to first. Mislowski's got it. He will feed it, actually take it to the bag himself for out number 1, and that gets this bottom of the fourth going. So Lovich was banking on the fact that Bruff would just continue that process of not looking and throwing the ball back to the pitcher. And when Bruff received that pitch, Lovich was about halfway to home plate, and Bruff smartly faked, and by the time he faked and looked down to third base, it was an easy out recorded, and Lovich had nowhere to go but attempt to go back where he was tagged out on the throw and tag made by Michael Long. So that's a little more insight to how that inning ended. A little bit harder to explain, but almost a really smart play. You can't even really, obviously I'm not the coach, so I don't know what was said, but don't think you can fault Lovich a whole lot there. It was almost an incredibly heads-up play. 1-0 pitch now is outside, 2-0 to Carson Carpenter in there. Carpenter struck out swinging to end the first inning, first of a couple strikeouts for Wilmsmeyer. He's got 2 so far. This one hit high in the air on the infield, a mile high looks like. Wilmsmeyer off the back of the mound gives way to the shortstop Lovich, and he can make the catch, drop the ball. Runner now off of first base. He started to go to second. Wilmsmeyer flips, he dives back into first, and he gets back in there safely. Looked like a couple different times the Renegades were going to get the batter Carpenter out first, almost on the catch, but Lovich on the infield at short couldn't make it, and then turning too far off the bag, Carpenter off of first. Looked like they had him, and Wilmsmeyer started to run him back to first, but made the throw just a little bit too late, and Carpenter was able to dive back in there safely. So an error on the Renegades, their first error of the ball game. Allows Carpenter reached. Only 1 hit so far through the first 3 1/3 for the Outlaws. Here's the pitch. This one lined out to center field, sinking fast. Forte has no play, and that's down a hit. Carpenter moves up to second as that is a 1-out single by Michael Long to center field. Second hit of the ball game for Joplin. This inning started with a ground out to first before Carpenter popped the ball up a mile high on the infield, and looked like it would have been out number 2 before catch could not be made, and they had actually had a second shot at him. And I believe that they just called a balk on Wilmsmeyer. Batter hadn't even stepped in, and they call a balk on Wilmsmeyer that allows both runners to advance, and that brings Coach D'Amelia out of the dugout to argue with the umpire. I was looking down at the stat sheet, didn't even see whether Wilmsmeyer had even stepped on the mound, but looked up to see the umpire issuing both the runners up to second and third base. So now both the home plate and the infield umpire are going to have a meeting to discuss what just occurred. Carpenter reached on an error and then just moved up to second on the single by Michael Long, and then both runners were gifted second and third on a balk. But it appears that that call is currently being discussed. They go back to talk to Renegades head coach. Didn't really see what Wilmsmeyer had done to warrant a balk there, but I guess that they say that he stepped back on the mound, and they're going to leave the runners put at second and third. So now 2 runners in scoring position for the Outlaws with only 1 out, a chance to get back into this ball game, a game that they lead 3-0. Second baseman Ott is currently talking with the umpire. Couple of mistakes made by the Renegades this inning. We'll see if it comes back to bite them, as they will now have to try and get a couple of outs here before letting the runners at second and third score. So now that'll bring in Garrett Chun, grounded out to second his first time up. Bats with Carpenter off a third base, reached on an error, as this one is in there. Strike 1 to Chun, and Long off a second who singled. Both runners advanced on the balk just a moment ago. Wilmsmeyer almost cruised through the first 3 innings, now having to work with some real trouble here for the first time all night. Bottom of the 4th, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Chun. This one lined out to left field. Going after it is Wagner. Still running. Dives after it and makes the catch just inside of fair territory. Up with it, throw to third. Both runners advance and a run scores. But what an incredible catch by the left fielder, Cole Wagner. He went full out, parallel to the ground, Superman style, to make that grab. And hopefully he's okay grabbing his arm out there in left field. Don't know if that ball would have stayed fair, as he laid out to make the catch just on the fair foul line. Looks like he is going to be okay. Now back up, puts the sunglasses back on the hat, and winds the arm a few times as if to stretch it out. So thankfully he's okay. Both runners advance on that, and it'll go down as a sac fly. But if not for an incredible catch by Cole Wagner, that's potentially 2 runs. And if that ball skips away, that's at least a triple. Incredible grab by the left fielder for the Renegades. If this inning stays with just 1 run scores, that's a play to look back on. Here's the pitch. This one swung on a miss, gets that past Matt Campbell. So credit the sac fly RBI to Garrett Shun. Now Campbell a chance to add a second run. Is currently behind 0-2. His runner leads off third. This one in there, called strike, now 0-2. So balk call comes back to hurt the Renegades as that catch was made with them on first and second. You don't have a run come across the score, but Carpenter comes in there. Here's the 0-2. This one swung on a miss, and Wilmsmeyer bounces back to strike him out. Incredible defense by Cole Wagner to save the day in this inning, and we'll head to the 5th, a 3-1 score. Right back in just a moment. 3-1 Renegades lead on the Show Me Sports Network.
We are State Tech. We are hands-on education. When you choose the #1 2-year college in the country, you know you will be ready for your career. That's why at State Tech we say, from the classroom to your career, we are the employer's choice. We are State Tech.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
Fifth inning now on the Show Me Sports Network here at Joe Becker Stadium in Joplin, Missouri. And thanks to an incredible catch by Cole Wagner, this game stayed 3-1 in the top half. Now heading to the 5th inning. Would have been a couple of runs, if not more, scored for the Outlaws in the bottom half of that 4th inning. But Cole Wagner laid out just on that left field fair and foul line and saved the day for the Renegades. Because like I said, with runners on second and third, both of them score. And with the way Wagner dived, that ball would have kicked by him, and that would have been most likely at the very least a triple, and depending on how it goes, maybe even and inside the Parker if that one gets down. So Renegades still holding a 3-1 lead. Adonis Forte will get the chance to bat here to lead off the 5th inning. Was at the plate when Jackson Lovich was caught trying to steal home. This one grounded out to first, kicks off the first baseman for Forte. Slow out of the box is going to be thrown out at first base on the toss to the covering pitcher Moreno. Ball kicked off the first baseman Campbell, but did not kick off far away whatsoever, and he faded to the covering first baseman Campbell for out number 1. So after that ground out to get this top of the 5th going, it'll step in Ross Lovich. He bats now, no one on, 1 out. Renegades lead 3-0, top of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch from Moreno. This one low and inside, gets by the catcher, but no one on, so doesn't have to chase after it. Ball 1. Lovich flew out to center and was hit by a pitch in the 3rd, stole 2nd, but was not able to be brought around to score. Renegades have had not only a runner on, but a runner in scoring position each of the first 4 innings. Here's the 1-0 to Lovich. This one outside now, 2-0 to the DH on the evening. Seen Lovich play a lot of center field and right field as well for the Renegades so far this season. Back in, left-handed batting DH, facing the right-handed pitching Moreno through 4 1/3 innings so far. Here's the pitch. This one outside, and now 3 balls and no strikes on Lovich. Once again, throwing down there in that Outlaws bullpen. They had pitchers up last inning when the Renegades had a couple of runners on. First and second, only 1 out. And now runners, no one on here, but bullpen throwing again. Here's the 3-0. This one outside, and a 4-pitch walk to Ross Lovich the second time he will reach base on the evening. So a 1-out base runner for the Renegades. They have now had base runners in all 5 innings that they have came to the plate. We'll see if they are able to score for the first time since the second inning, as in will step Luke Fuller. Fuller had reached on an error and came around to score on the first, struck out swinging on 3 pitches in the third. Oslovich takes his lead off of first base. He is held on by Campbell. Fakes like he's going to go. Does not, as this one is in there for strike 1. Renegades already have 3 stolen bases through the first 4 innings. Can throw in the caught stealing in there, as well as Jackson Lovich got too far off at third. Assume we call that trying to steal home where Bruff got him. Ross now off of first. Here's the pitch to Fuller. Low and away, even at a ball and a strike now. Renegades currently out hitting Joplin 5-2. Both teams have made 1 error so far. Both errors coming up costly too, because if we were sitting exactly where we are now, when either team had made those 1 error, it would just be a 1-0 score. Lovich running. Here's the pitch. It's a ball outside, and Bruff dropped the ball, so Lovich is in there second. Might have had it anyway, but his second stolen base of the evening. And also outside for a ball, so now 2 balls and 1 strike. Bruff tried to pop up there and fire that one down onto second. Couldn't find the handle as it came out of his glove. And Lovich has nabbed second base for the second time in 2 tries. It's now 2-1 on the third baseman for the Renegades, Fuller. Runner in scoring position now, and all 5 trips to the plate for the Renegades so far tonight. Check at the runner. Here's the 2-1. This one nabs the outside corner, just barely. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Back to the comment on the error. The 2 runs that the Renegades scored in the first are a result of an error that happened with 2 outs. And the 1 run that the Outlaws just scored would not have come home to score had the Renegades not made the error with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th, because Cole Wagner's catch would have then ended it had they made the catch. So just 1 run, a product of error-free baseball. Here's the pitch to Fuller. Swung out, grounded to third, but it's fin foul territory, so we'll stay put. The 1 run scored by the Renegades not following error came courtesy of a Jackson Lovich triple to deep left center field in the second, then came in to score on a Cole Wagner RBI groundout. Have to say, nowhere early, not even halfway through this one, we're in the top of the 5th. But if I had to pick right now, Cole Wagner would be your player of the game. 1 out of the 3 RBIs and a incredible diving catch in the bottom of the 4th. Check at the runner. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Fuller. This one fouled once again, and we'll stay right here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Moreno so far through 4 1/3 innings, 6 strikeouts, has given up 5 hits to go with 3 runs allowed, but just 1 of those 3 runs earned. Luke Fuller bats here in a 2-2 count with Russell Lovich off of second base. 1 out, top of the 5th. Renegades lead this one 3-1. Jack Matishek also waits on deck for the Renegades. Moreno now once again sets at the belt. Looks back at the runner Lovich off his second. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Fuller. This one way high. And now it is a full count on the third baseman for the Renegades. Not only have the Renegades continued to threaten, they have had multiple base runners in 2 out of their 4 innings. And with 1 more ball here would make it 3 out of 5 if Fuller can reach. Left-handed pitcher continues to throw down there on the Outlaws bullpen. Moreno in a 3-2 count. Here's the pitch to Fuller. This one swung on a miss, went chasing down and away, and comes up with nothing but air, as that will be out number 2. So a well-timed strikeout number 7 on the evening for Moreno. Gets him to record his second out. Keeps Ross Lovich out there at second base. And it'll be up to Matishek to deliver a 2-out RBI. Outlaws going to quickly have a meeting at the mound. They might actually be bringing in a new pitcher. Nope, I don't think so. I don't know, though. I do see someone trotting in, so there might be a new pitcher coming in. It actually is going to be a new pitcher coming in. Couldn't tell at first, just looked like an ordinary mound visit, but that is going to be the end of the line for Moreno. So new pitcher coming in. Be back to break up down. Renegades have a runner on second with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. We'll be right back.
Throughout the course of any game, different actions stand out to different people. But everyone remembers a walk-off, especially if it's a walk-off wood bat. Handcrafted right here in Missouri, Walk-Off Wood Bat Company bats are made with premium-grade maple, ash, and birch, fully customizable to make it truly yours. From the length and weight to the barrel and handle color, you're able to customize every feature of your wood bat, including personalized engraving with a 45-day warranty. In addition to selling custom handcrafted bats, they also offer a selection of bat accessories, including lizard skin bat grips and batting gloves. To help find your confidence at the plate, give Walk-Off Wood Bat Company a call at 816-261-1014 or visit wowbats.com.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
New pitcher on for Joplin. It was not one of my couple guesses when I took a crack at it last inning. Was a left-handed pitcher, but a name I didn't even have on my roster. So this one upstairs, ball one to Matashek, bats with 2 out and a runner on second base. It is Jordan Sheridan, number 16, a left-handed pitcher who takes the mound. So he now comes in looking to get the final out of this 5th inning in relief of A.J. Moreno. Lefty on lefty matchup. Here's the pitch to Matashek. This one called strike, and now 1 ball and 1 strike to Matashek. This inning started with a ground out to first. Ross Lovich then walked and stole second base before Luke Fuller just struck out swinging to end the night for A.J. Moreno. So Sheridan now looking to keep his line right where it is. Lovich leads off at second base. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Matashek, way up and in, now 2 balls and a strike. So line, as of right now for Moreno, that still could be altered if this one more run does come in to score. But 4 2/3 innings, 7 strikeouts, 5 hits allowed, 3 runs, 1 earned. Only thing that could change is if one more run were to be added to his line, and that being Lovich. His pitch lined out to left, but out of play and foul. Now even 2 balls and 2 strikes. That runner out there at second base is responsible for Moreno. Everyone else will now be on the line of Sheridan. We'll see if he's able to record this final out of the 5th, if he were to come back out for the 6th. It's now left-handed pitcher facing the left-handed batting Matashek. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI triple and a strikeout swinging. Here's the 2-ball, 2-strike pitch on the way. This one once again fouling out of play and will stay put right here. If Matashek can continue this top of the 5th inning, is TJ Rockerbomber also with an RBI on the evening who waits on deck. No one warming out there in that Jefferson City Renegades bullpen down the right field line. So it'll be Ty Wolmsmeyer who will come back out for the 5th inning of work in just a few minutes. Sheridan once again. Here's the 2-2 to Matashek. This one grounded weakly over towards first. First baseman's got it. It's a race to the bag, and he beats Matashek by a step or 2. That was Campbell for the final out. So Sheridan comes in, gets the final out, and keeps the Renegades off the board. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. The Renegades still lead this one 3-1, pardon me, back in just a moment.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
When things come out of left field, having a game plan matters. Farmers Insurance has over 90 years of experience helping people play through every stage of the game. We've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything. Talk to Farmers Agent Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131 to see how I can help you stay in the game. That's Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
MoX Dock and Norm Direct is back better than ever. Much more than your #1 ground shuttle transportation service to St. Louis Airport. Yes! MoX Dock and Norm Direct is Mid-Missouri's leader in premier group travel. Sporting events, concerts, wedding receptions, the lake, winery trips, Branson, plaza shopping, reunions, pub crawls. Group sizes from 1 to 100 or beyond. We do it all. Remember, we want you to ride MoX Dock and Norm Direct.
Ty Wilmsmeyer's first pitch to Cody Min is lined into left field for a leadoff base hit. Wilmsmeyer just took the mound for the start of the bottom of the 5th inning, and his first pitch to the designated hitter of the Outlaws is promptly sent into left field, a sharp line drive for a leadoff single. So Min now off of first base. It'll bring up number 9 hitter Matt Woodmansey before we go back to the top for this Outlaws team, currently trailing by 2 runs. Just had their 3rd hit of the evening in this bottom of the 5th. This one is going to be bunted right in front of the plate, but it's foul. So it'll be 0-1 count now. Bounce almost directly off the plate, maybe off the turf just to the left of it and back behind it. So that runs into a ball, no balls and a strike. Renegades lead this one 3-0 thanks to 2 in the first, 1 in the second. They did give up 1 last inning on a sac fly to left field. That's where they currently stand for just over halfway through this one. Renegades lead 3-1, tying run now in the form of Matt Woodmansey. This one fouled back, and now no balls and 2 strikes on the left fielder for Joplin. He grounded out to first his first time up. Bats now with a runner on first base after Cody Min led off this inning with a single to left field. Thank you everyone for tuning in tonight on the Show Me Sports Network. I'm Ben Schmidt. Delighted to bring you this Renegades game tonight. Another road game tomorrow night in Sedalia. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, blew that one by him, and that is 3 pitches and a strikeout to the left fielder of the Outlaws. 4th strikeout of the evening so far for Wilmsmeyer. Goes back out for this bottom of the 5th inning. And now the Renegades do have someone up and warming down in the bullpen. It is a right-hander. I can tell you that much. This inning began with a Cody Min single to left, and then Matt Woodmansey just struck out swinging on 3 pitches for out number 1. So 1 out, 1 on. Back to the top of the order, Syracuse steps in. This one promptly grounded in between short and third, and that's into left field, a base hit. Moving up to second base and staying right there is the DH Min. And a 1-out base hit, second hit of the evening as that one was grounded in a perfect spot into left field off the bat of Syracuse, his first hit of the ball game. 2 out of the first 3 batters here in this bottom of the 5th inning for Joplin have reached via single. Now Caden Bresser will step in. He's 0 for 1 on the night. Bats with a runner in scoring position and 2 runners on. Wilmsmeyer now in back-to-back innings, having to really bear down and get to work. Through the first 3, did not have to face a whole lot of problems. Gave up a walk and a single in that time, but neither runner left first base, as this one is up for a ball 1 to Caden Bresser. Cody Min off of first and Syracuse, Cody Min off of second, and Syracuse off of first, both single to left. 1 out as Woodmansey was struck out swinging sandwiched in between. Wilmsmeyer checks the runners. Here's the pitch. This one just misses. Now 2 balls, no strikes to Bressler, who walked in the first, flew out to left field in the 3rd. Max Bruff waits on deck. Sure, Wilmsmeyer would love to dial one up here on the ground right at someone, although Bressler does have some speed. This one swung on a miss. Might have been actually fouled into the glove of the catcher, Rocket Bomber. Regardless, it's a strike. Now 2-1 count. Renegades trying to snap a 2-game skid. They fall into 4-7 now. First of 7 straight games that they will play this week after the off day yesterday. Sedalia tomorrow, and then home for 2 in a row on Wednesday, Thursday. Wolfsmeyer checks the runner. Here's the 2-1, skips in there and gets away from Rocker Bomber. Both runners will advance. That one was low for a ball. Rocker Bomber couldn't corral it, and that allowed Syracuse to move up to second and Min up to third, all at the wild pitch. So now 2 runners in scoring position. That's a tying run out there at second base with now 1 out. Wolfsmeyer going to have to work with runners at second and third for the second straight inning. Last inning in the fourth, he got out of it with only 1 run allowed, but now behind in a 3-1 count to Bressler. He sets at the belt. Here's the 3-1 pitch. This one grounded right back to Wolfsmeyer, and it goes off his glove. Ott's got a chance at second, throw to first, in time for the out. Nice backup defense by the second baseman, Ott. If Wolfsmeyer fields that ball cleanly, they probably get the runner coming home to score, but very nice backup defense there by Colby Ott to still get an out for the Renegades. So that'll be an RBI ground up for the shortstop Bressler. Runner from third, Min, comes in to score the second run of the game for the Outlaws. Syracuse also moved up to third at the play, so tying run 90 feet away. But Renegades thankful to get an out there as now in steps Bruff. This one up high at 1-0 on the catcher. Bruff flew out to right and grounded out to third his 2 previous plate appearances. Grounded out to first. Cody Min just in, Syracuse off a third. Here's the 1-0. This one lined out to right. Matishek after it, and he makes the catch chest high for out number 3. So Wolfsmeyer once again gets 2 runners on with 1 out, but wiggles out of it, just 1 runner allowed thanks to some good defense by Colby Ott. Renegades lead now cut to 1. We'll head to the 6th. 3-2 our score on the Show Me Sports Network. Renegades up.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. This state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
Hi, this is Nick Hoslag, owner of Hoslag Landscape and Design. Every day, my highly trained team of experts works hard to give you the outdoor living area you've been dreaming of. By focusing solely on landscaping and hardscape construction, this has made us the preferred landscape and design company serving Jefferson City and the central Missouri area. Thank you for all your continued support in voting us as winners of the Reader's Choice Awards and Jefferson City's Best multiple years running. When you are ready to begin your dream outdoor project, call us at 573-301-9464 to schedule an estimate or visit hoslaglandscape.com.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
Third pitcher of the ball game coming on for the Outlaws. It is another left-handed pitcher that comes in out of that bullpen gate, and it is Cole Cooper. Also seen him play some outfield when these two teams have met so far this season. He takes the mound, comes in wearing number 33, so that was one of my 2 guesses earlier in this one. Could have been him throwing at the time. Who knows with how far away that bullpen is from my view, but Nelly comes in to pitch, so Jordan Sheridan gets the final out of last inning. Doesn't allow any more runs to score. Does his job as the stopper, and now will give way to Cole Cooper. Renegades lead this one 3-2, top of the 6th inning. First pitch in there, nabs the outside corner, a called strike to TJ Rocker Bomber. 3 Rocker Bomber, Ott, and Jackson Lovich. First 3 due up in this 6th inning. Here's the pitch. This one outside now, even a ball and a strike. Renegades looking to add after back-to-back runs in the 4th and the 5th. 1 apiece have cut their lead from 3-0 to 3-2. This one up high, and now 2 balls and a strike on the Renegades catcher. He drove in the second run of the game back in the first inning when he hit an RBI bloop single to right field. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This one hit high in the air, but that's going to get foul out of play. Lands on the roof just above us. Had me worried for a second it was going to come down right in front of me, but he got a little bit farther over. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rocker Bomber. Here's the pitch. This one is going to come in, and that's going to get off the bat, actually. I thought it may have got Rocker Bomber for a second, but it got the inside part of his bat, so we stay 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right-handed batting. Second baseman Ott waits on deck for the Renegades. Rocker Bomber now back in there after the foul ball. Here's Cooper's 2-2 pitch. This one didn't even make it to home. That skipped just about the right-handed hitter's batter's box. Now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to the left-handed batting catcher for Jefferson City. So far on the mound for the Outlaws, A.J. Moreno went the first 4 and 2/3, struck out 7 hitters, allowed 5 hits, gave up 3 runs, just 1 of them earned. And then Jordan Sheridan, here's the 3-2 pitch, lined out to second base on a hop over as the second baseman Syracuse. The throw to first is in time for out number 1. Rocker Bomber grounds out to get this thing going. Sheridan got that last out of the 5th inning and now gives way to Cole Cooper, the 3rd pitcher on the evening. So ground out on the full count off the bat of Rocker Bomber. Nice play on a hop by Syracuse. And nobody on with 1 out. Renegades still lead this one 3-2 in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch to Ott. This one grounded out to 3rd. Coming over is 3rd baseman Long. Long throw across to 1st. It skips and Ott beats it out, infield single. That ball was, Long was playing deep behind the 3rd base bag. He came in and made a strong throw on 1 hop over to 1st base, but Ott with the speed beats it out. That is the first time Ott reached tonight in a 6th straight inning now with a base runner for the Renegades. They have not gone 3 up, 3 down once. They've not had the clutch hitting, otherwise they would have much more than 3 runs, but still have put constant pressure. This one going inside, ball 1 to Jackson Lovich. So after that single off the bat of Ott, that moves the Renegades up to 6 hits on the ball game. Lovich bats. This one grounded out to short. Taylor made double play. Flipped to second to 1. On to first. That's the double play to end the inning off the bat of Jackson Lovich. So Renegades get a base runner, but Cooper 2 pitches later dials one up. They go 6-4-3 to end the inning. Way to the bottom of the 6th. Renegades still leading, clinging to a 1-run lead. Back in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network.
Riverville Christian Academy has been providing a strong biblical foundation and academic excellence within a Christian environment to students for more than 16 years. Located in Jefferson City, Riverville Christian Academy offers kinder prep through 7th grade with 8th grade to be added in the 2023-2024 school year. Riverville Christian Academy's primary goal is the discipleship of the next generation to impact the world for Christ. Average class sizes are just 16 students with a student body composed of families from over 30 area churches. Kinder prep offerings include 3 and 5 full-day sessions, with kindergarten offering a half-day and full-day programs. To find out more about Riverville Christian Academy, call them at 573-634-3983.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
We are State Tech. We are hands-on education. When you choose the #1 two-year college in the country, you know you will be ready for your career. That's why at State Tech we say, from the classroom to your career, we are the employer's choice. We are State Tech.
New pitcher on for the Renegades comes in the form of right-hander Wyatt Fisher taking the mound for the Renegades. Renegades got to get 12 outs, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th innings, holding on to a 1-run lead. They led this one 3-0 at one point, but after a single run scored both in the 4th and the 5th by the Joplin Outlaws, their lead has been cut to just 1. So final line for the starting pitcher, Ty Wilmsmeyer, making just his 2nd start on the mound of the season. He goes 5 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts to go with 4 hits, gave up 2 runs, only 1 of them earned. He has gone back-to-back really good pitching performances, as he has now on the season got 8 innings pitched with just 2 earned runs given up. So well done to him, something he has not done in college, did a little bit in high school, but now making the transition here in the Mink League. So now new pitcher Wyatt Fisher, right-hander, will start with the middle of the Joplin lineup, 4, 5, 6 in the order. Here's the pitch to Carpenter. This one inside for ball 1. It'll be Carpenter, Long, Chun. 3 due up in this inning for the Outlaws. They bat here trailing by a run. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Carpenter. This one in there, way low, now 2-0. Renegades have had a base runner every single inning their first 6 trips to the plate, but they had the clutch couple of 2-out RBI hits in the first. Since then, even though they've had all these base runners, have not come up with any more clutch hits. If they're a couple of hits away with runners in scoring position for being up maybe 5 or 6-2 instead of 3-2. Here's the 2-0 to Carpenter. This one grounded off to the first base side, foul and into the seats. It's now 2-1 on the center fielder for the Outlaws. Carpenter struck out swinging in the first before reaching on an error in the 4th. Came around to score the first run of the ball game for Joplin. So now back into the box, Fisher on for his first inning of work here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Carpenter. This one way up and in, actually went behind the back of Carpenter. Easily not on purpose, just lost control there, and after the way wild pitch, Rocker Bomber's going to go out and have a meeting with his new pitcher. Joplin currently does not have anyone warming down in their bullpen, so leads you to believe Cole Cooper will be out there for a second inning of work in the top of the 7th. Wyatt Fisher trying to get some work going here in the bottom of the 6th inning, is now there is some stretching going on down there in that Renegades bullpen. Looks like number 14 down there. I'll get you the name in just a moment. Snell behind 3 balls and a strike to the leadoff batter in the 6th inning. Here's Fisher's pitch. This one in, it actually gets Carpenter. Would have been ball 4 anyway, but he'll trot on down to first base, the 2nd hit by pitch of this ball game for both teams combined, and that's a leadoff base runner for the Outlaws. So rocky start at least so far for Wyatt Fisher. Did not look like he had a lot of control of his pitches in that at bat, but plenty of time to turn around until now face Michael Long. Long 1 for 2, struck out looking and singled to center. Now bats with Carpenter leading off on first base. Mizlowski does hold him on. Here's the pitch. This one hit fouled on the right field line and out of play. So now 0-1 on the 3rd baseman for the Outlaws. So 14 throwing now down in that bullpen is Tanner Schmitz warming up. Right-handed pitcher from Jefferson City. Bats, and he's been a workhorse for this Renegades pitching staff. Pitching a lot of ball games here early, and looks like they're going to potentially turn to him again. Here's the 0-1. This one in there, called striking out along, 0-2. Off day yesterday, so a chance to rest, but Schmitz did pitch on Saturday's game in Chillicothe. He went 2 innings, gave up 1 unearned run. See worms again now. Fisher now ahead 0-2 on the 3rd baseman. Runner Carpenter off first. Here's the pitch. This one high. Rocker Rubber fakes a throw down to first base, but does not let the ball go. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Garrett Chun waits on deck with Matt Campbell, the new addition, in the hole. Joplin trails by a run. They trail 3-2. Joplin has 4 hits compared to the Renegades 6 so far tonight. Here's the pitch. This one misses low, and now it's even 2 balls and 2 strikes. Carpenter got a little bit bigger lead there. Was not off and running though. Long now back into the box. Outlaws have been trailing ever since the first inning. Have a chance here now to knot it up. They've had runners at third the last couple innings with 2 outs, and both times they were stranded. Here's the 2-2. This one fouled off to the right side. Keeps things right here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Definitely a lot cooler here now as we're about 1:45 into this one. Much cooler than what it was when we got this game underway just after 7 p.m. Renegades have been leading since the get-go, but now hold just a 1-run lead in the tying runs at first base with nobody out. Here's the 2-2 pitch. This one up high, and now it's run full of 3 balls and 2 strikes on the 3rd baseman for Joplin. Long bats, Garrett Chun on deck. Carson Carpenter, who just reached on a hit by pitch, leads off of first base. Third baseman Fuller plays a little bit further in at third base. Here's the 3-2. This one fouled off, and it stays right there. Playing maybe about a step behind from being even with the third base bag. Lovich and Odd at short and second play straight up, and first baseman Meslowski holds the runner Carpenter on. Schmitz continues to warm down there in that bullpen. No one warming for the Outlaws. They just got one strong inning out of Cole Cooper, 3 up, 3 down. Here's the 3-2 pitch. This one high, and now first two have reached thanks to a hit by pitch and a walk. Fisher still struggling to find the strike zone, even though did pitch a lot better than that at bat, but Long continued to foul some pitches off and ended up working a 3-2 walk. So Renegades getting themselves into some trouble here in this bottom of the 6th inning. First two have reached, Carpenter on a hit by pitch, and Long just now on a walk, and that'll lead to a meeting at the mound as catcher Rockerheimer goes out, pitching coach comes in, and the entire infield does as well. Going over some things here with 2 runners now on, tying run at second base, go ahead on at first base. Still nobody out in this bottom of the 6th inning. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight on the Show Me Sports Network. We're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Renegades leading this one 3-2. You're listening to Ben Schmidt bringing you all of tonight's coverage. Renegades after tonight will travel back to Jefferson City before hitting the road tomorrow on a much shorter road trip than the couple-hour drive this afternoon to Joplin. Tomorrow just going up to Sedalia to play the Bombers. Renegades 0-3 against them so far this season, but all 3 games played at Vivian Field. So now we'll head to their stomping grounds for the first time in the regular season. And we'll come back home for a couple home games Wednesday, Thursday against Chillicothe and Nevada. So Garrett Chun now stepping in, facing Fisher. He squares to bunt, pops this one up foul, and that'll get down to 4-1. They're going to advance the tying run to third, and the going-ahead run to second. Chun at least was looking to do that there, but failed to pitch off to make it 0-1. Chun, a left-handed batting outfielder, is 0-2 on the evening. Now 0-1 after second at bat not official due to the sac fly. So 0-1, both times hitting the air out outfielders, but was robbed last time up on a diving grab by Cole Wagner. 0-1, squares again, fouls it off again, and now 0 balls and 2 strikes. So you'd think now in a 2-strike count that would eliminate the attempted bunt off the bat at Chun. It's both times he's tried to get it down. Once was hit in the air, foul off to the left side, and that one was just straight down to the right side. Neither one in fair territory. So now Fisher looking to record his first out since coming into this ball game in replacement of Ty Womsmeyer in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Chun. This one hit in the air, foul out of play, and it keeps things at no balls and 2 strikes. First baseman Kozlowski does not hold the runner on at first base. He actually plays about even with him behind the runner. Renegades defense moves back and assuming no bunt attempt with 2 strikes. They play normal defense here. Fisher let the first 2 reach. Now hit 0-2 on Chun. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. This one grounded. Just past the diving glove. No, Lovich actually gets a hand on it. Throw to third. Did they get the out? They did. What an incredible play diving by Jackson Lovich. Thought that ball was destined for left field. He laid out. That ball somehow found the glove and had the wherewithal to pop up and throw to third base for the force out for out number 1. That ball I thought for sure was past his glove into left field, but the freshman shortstop soon to be for the Renegades and soon to be for Missouri laid out and saved what had been a single to left field. Second incredible defensive play on the evening for the Renegades and fielder's choice for out number 1. So Carpenter out at third, other 2 runners long now at second, Chun at first, thanks to a second incredible diving play by this Renegades defense. Here's the first pitch in there, a called strike to Campbell. That ball gets through into left field. It's at least bases loaded, and they maybe wave around Carpenter with how deep Fisher's playing out there in left. Lovich dove, grabbed it, and threw to third base for the force out. It's now 0-1 count on Campbell. Here's the pitch. This one grounded over to third. Step on the bag for 1. Throw across the diamond to first. The scoop. And that's a double play. Inning over. Back-to-back great defensive plays by the Renegades. Started off by Jackson Lovich. Ends the inning and keeps things scoreless. Well done by the Renegades and Fishers through the 6th. So we'll head to the 7th. Renegades still lead this one 3-2. Don't go anywhere. We've got a good one on the Show Me Sports Network.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
Throughout the course of any game, different actions stand out to different people. But everyone remembers a walk-off, especially if it's a walk-off wood bat. Handcrafted right here in Missouri, Walk-Off Wood Bat Company bats are made with premium-grade maple, ash, and birch, fully customizable to make it truly yours. From the length and weight to the barrel and handle color, you're able to customize every feature of your wood bat, including personalized engraving with a 45-day warranty. In addition to selling custom handcrafted bats, they also offer a selection of bat accessories, including lizard skin bat grips and batting gloves. To help find your confidence at the plate, give Walk-Off Wood Bat Company a call at 816-261-1014 or visit wowbats.com.
We are on to the 7th. Cole Cooper goes back out for his second inning of work. He'll face Cole Wagner to lead things off and misses that pitch. Goes to the backstop for ball number 1 to the left fielder of the Renegades. And if not for some really good defensive plays, this game would be at the very least tied, and Outlaws would probably have a lead. Cole Wagner made a great diving catch in the 4th to save at least one run, and Jackson Lovich just stole a ball that was destined for left field for out number 1 in the 6th. This one outside, now 2-0. Crazy how things changed there in that inning, just in the blink of an eye. It was first and second, nobody out. New pitcher was struggling. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Outside now 3-0. New pitcher Fisher was struggling to find the zone, and grounds one that seemed like it was going to at least load the bases with nobody out, but Lovich dives, makes the play, gets the force, and then right after that, double play, inning over. This one inside, and a 4-pitch walk to leads things off. Cole Wagner will trot on down to first base. So Renegades, let's see if they can carry that momentum into some runs. They have still leading this one, 3-2 lead, but you'd like to see them maybe pad that thing as they still got 9 more outs to get. Wagner on for the second time tonight, grounded out to bring in an RBI, and then had an infield single and now the walk. So he's had a very productive night at the plate along within the field. So Levi Mazlowski, who struck out swinging and popped up, steps in. This pitch high. 5 straight balls this inning for Cole Cooper, who was very good in his first inning of work in the 6th. Actually faced 3 batters, and after the 5 straight balls, they're going to have to go out and have a meeting at the mound. So Cole Cooper, guy who's also played outfield for the Joplin Outlaws team, on the mound. First inning of work in the 6th inning, goes ground out, gives up an infield single, but then gets the double play to end the inning. And now to start this inning, the top of the 7th, Renegades up 3-2. Walks the first batter, Wagner, on 4 pitches, and then goes ball 1 to Mazlowski, and that will lead to a meeting at the mound. So, meeting at the mound now, wrapping up. A couple fist bumps to go around. Second baseman Syracuse gives him one, along with the catcher Bruff. See if they can inspire some confidence in their left-handed pitcher. That'll allow the at-bat with Mazlowski to continue. Mazlowski 0 for 2. Looking to help the Renegades pad a 3-2 lead. This pitch bends in their called strike first of the inning, makes it 1-1. It'll be Forte on deck and Ross Lovich to follow for the Renegades. They've got 6 hits on the evening compared to the 4 so far for Joplin. This one fouled off, and now a ball on 2 strikes to the third baseman tonight for the Renegades. Excuse me, first baseman tonight for the Renegades. Seen him at third before this season. That's where it's been stuck in my head, but he is at first base tonight. Runner Wagner walked on 4 pitches, leads off of first base. He's held on by Campbell. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and down goes Mazlowski for out number 1. Second strikeout on his line this evening. So after the leadoff walk, Cooper comes right back to get his first strikeout of the evening. Now they bring up Adonis Forte. He's 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts both looking, and a ground out to first base back in the 5th inning. So now left-handed batting leadoff center fielder, scored a run on Saturday. Looking to do damage here. This pitch misses a ball. Renegades scored their 3 runs, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and have been blanked in the 4 innings to foul, although they've had base runner in every single inning, and they've had a runner in scoring position in most of those innings. This one outside, it's now 2-0 count. Actually, the 6th inning was the first time that the Renegades did not send a runner into scoring position. Did get a runner on that inning, but a double play ended it. This one lined out to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Forte's first of the game. Wagner moves up to second base, and Renegades have 2 on with 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Well struck ball. No chance for the left fielder Woodmansey coming in, as that one easily dropped down for a base hit. Forte goes opposite way for his first hit. Now the Renegades have something cooking here in the top of the 7th. On the single to left, Cole Wagner move up to second base. 1 out now. Roslovich steps in. Here's the pitch. This one bends out of the zone for ball 1. Gets away momentarily, but runners stay put. Lovich is 0 for 1, flew out to center field, but reached base the 2 other times on a hit by pitch and a walk, and both times when he reached, stole second base. Bats now with 2 on, 1 out. Neither runner being held on. Here's the pitch from Cooper, and it's high now 2-0. Lovich can potentially walk here to load the base up. It would be Luke Fuller stepping in with ducks on the pond, but still a long way to go in this at-bat. Left-handed pitcher versus left-handed batter. Here's the 2-0. This one skips in there and gets away. It'll go to the backstop. Wagner to third. Forte jogs on up to second base. And not only is it 3-0 now, but 2 runners in scoring position at second and third, still with 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. So now we'll see if they give Lovich the green light to swing here with 3-0 count and 2 on. Already 1 out in this inning. Came on a strikeout swing by Myslowski. Here's a 3-0 pitch. This one outside, and a 4-pitch walk, second 4-pitch walk of the inning from Cooper, and that will load the bases and also look like end the night of Cole Cooper as they've got someone warming. Manager's going to go out and take the ball. They've got a right-handed pitcher coming in. Big opportunity for the Renegades. He'll have to come in and face as they've got bases loaded with 1 out. We'll be right back for a big at-bat coming up for Luke Fuller. Top of the 7th inning, Renegades lead 3-2.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
Fourth different pitcher to take the hill for the Outlaws, and that is Connor Peck, who's got a lot of work to do facing Luke Fuller with the bases loaded and 1 out. Renegades lead this one from the get-go, put up 2 in the first, 1 in the second, now lead 3-2 with ducks on the pond. This one in there, a called strike out of the right arm of Peck to Fuller, and now an 0-1 count. Fuller bats with runners everywhere, Forte at second, Lovich at first, and Wagner at third. Fuller back into the box, runners take their leads, this one skips in there low, and now a ball and a strike to the number 3 hitter for the Renegades. Fuller reached on an error in a first and has struck out in both at-bats since. He holds an 0-for-3 line, but big chance to erase all that here if you can drive in a couple. This one swung and fouled to the backstop, so now 1 ball and 2 strike on the number 3 hitter and third baseman for Jefferson City. Cole Cooper goes an inning and a third, strikes out just 1, gives up 2 hits, has not allowed a run yet, but all 3 runners on the base pass his responsibility, and it'll be up to Connor Peck to try and keep those runs off his line. Peck, right-handed pitcher, looks in for the sign from catcher Bruff behind the plate, facing the right-handed batting Luke Fuller, and here's the 1-2. This one way in, and it gets Fuller, and that'll bring in a run. Came way inside, got Fuller on what looked to be the back foot, and that allows Wagner, who was already coming home on what looked to at first be a wild pitch, to cross safely, and what is now a 4-2 Jefferson City Renegades lead. Luke Fuller gets the hit by pitch, also gets an RBI thanks to that. Pitch ran way inside, and Fuller lifted up the front foot, but it actually got his back foot on the way by, and Renegades score their first run since the second inning. They go from 3-2 to now 4-2. So now Jack Matashek steps in, looks at a ball 1 here. Wagner, who walked to lead off this inning, scored on the play. Forte up to third, and Lovich up to second base. Connor Peck just into the ball game, hit the first batter he faced, and now faces Jack Matashek. This one nabs the outside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike on the right fielder. Luke Fuller, which is hit by a pitch for an RBI and also bring in a run. Base is still loaded. Matashek RBI triple in the first inning. A hit here would give him a 3rd straight multi-hit game. This one fouled off, and now a ball and 2 strikes. Connor Peck also moved ahead, a ball and 2 strikes on Luke Fuller before hitting him in the back foot with a pitch. He now faces one of the more dangerous Renegades hitters of late, left-handed batting Jack Matashek, who's responsible for one of those 4 runs with an RBI triple in the first. He bats now, RBI opportunity. Here's the 1-2. This one lined to the third baseman. He's got it, steps on the bag for 1, throw across. Matashek at the bag, and they rule him out at first base. That's a double play. Matashek made it close, but Campbell made the stretch, and a heads-up nice double play. 5-3 long over to Campbell. So Renegades nab a run, but can't get any more thanks to the double play, and we'll stay in and stretch here at Joe Becker Stadium. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Renegades now lead 4-2.
When things come out of left field, having a game plan matters. Farmers Insurance has over 90 years of experience helping people play through every stage of the game. We've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything. Talk to Farmers agent Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131 to see how I can help you stay in the game. That's Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
MoX Dock and Norm Direct is back better than ever. Much more than your #1 ground shuttle transportation service to St. Louis Airport. Yes! MoX Dock and Norm Direct is Mid-Missouri's leader in premier group travel. Sporting events, concerts, wedding receptions, the lake, winery trips, Branson, plaza shopping, reunions, pub crawls. Group sizes from 1 to 100 or beyond. We do it all. Remember, we want you to ride MoX Dock and Norm Direct.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
Seventh inning stretch behind us as we are now in the bottom half of the inning. New pitcher on for the Renegades, that being Tanner Schmitz. Been a workhorse down in that Renegades bullpen so far this season, and he'll look to do it again. Renegades 9 outs stand between them in a road victory. They now lead 4-2 after the RBI hit by pitch thanks to Luke Fuller in the top of the 7th. Renegades hitting the road this season for the 5th time, and want to remind everyone to go riding with Dock and Norm Direct, Mid-Missouri's leader in premier group travel. Group sizes range from 1 to 100 or beyond. They do it all. Dock and Norm Direct is the official transportation provider of the Renegades, getting us to all our road games safely, efficiently, and in style. To book your spot for your next adventure, call them at 573-256-1991 or email at reservations@moexpress.com. First batter of the inning is Cody Min. He fakes a bunt and now looks at a ball inside. 1-0 now out of the hand of new pitcher Tanner Schmitz. Schmitz comes in relief of Wyatt Fisher. 1-0, 0-1. Scoreboard says 0-1. I thought that first one was a ball, but looking for the umpire to make the signal. It is 2-0, so scoreboard is off. It is 2-0 after the second pitch was delivered a ball to Min. Here's the pitch. This one looks at it again, and this one is in there for a strike. Clearly looks like Min was going to wait until he saw one strike in that at-bat. Now 2-1. It'll be Midwood Mancy, then Siracusa. Right-handed batting Min, facing the new pitcher, right-handed pitching Schmitz. Here's the pitch. This one grounded weakly, but that's going to get foul off near the on-deck circle. On-deck hitter Midwood Mancy, what a great guy. Just tossed it right back to the pitcher Schmitz, and we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Renegades just extended their lead from 3-2 to 4-2. Couldn't get more as pitcher Connor Peck got out of it with an inning-ending double play. And now Schmitz, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it is to Min. This one, ring him up, called strike 3. Min's still yet to leave the batter's box. Don't know about that call from his point of view, but Schmitz gets him to go down looking for out number 1. So Schmitz now off and running. Like I said, in relief of Wyatt Fisher, who went an inning. Didn't strike anybody out, also didn't allow a hit, and goes a scoreless 6th inning thanks to some help by some great defense. And I'm talking about Jackson Lovich, who made an incredible diving fielding play, and then get the out at third. This one grounded back up the middle. Lovich over, dives, can't get this one, and even if he does come up with that one on the dive, it was hit so slowly I don't think he gets Woodmansey, and that is a 1-out single to center field. Joplin will bring the tying run to the plate. So after Schmitz comes in and gets the strikeout looking of Manwood Mancy, reaches for the first time on a single to center. And we will now go back through the Joplin batting order for the 4th time. Starts with Corey Siracusa. Siracusa bats now. Has reached once. Singled to left field his last time up in the 5th inning. And scored on the Caden Bressel groundout. Bats with Mancy leading off of first base. Here's the pitch. This one misses high. So now 1-0 the count on Siracusa. Renegades leading 4-2 in this one. They were up 2-0 after 1, 3-0 after 2. Joplin cut it to just a 1-run score after 5, 3-2, and then Renegades in the top half of the 7th inning just added one more on an RBI hit by pitch with the bases loaded, and now lead 4-2, 1 out in bottom of the 7th. Runner held on. Here's the pitch. This one just nabs the outside corner. We're even at a ball and a strike. That one seemed to be just a little bit off the outside corner, but back there behind the plate, Rocker Bomber did a good job, and I am at a bit of an angle, so maybe not too far outside. Can't give you a complete answer on that one. So now 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner's going. This one fouled off, and he'll have to head on back to first base. Siracusa fouled that one directly back off, and Woodmansey did get a pretty good jump there. Would have, who knows whether they would have been able to throw him out, but he was off and running and got a good jump there on the pitcher Schmitz. So now 1 ball, 2 strike on Siracusa. Schmitz looking to record his 2nd out of this 7th inning. Comes in after pitching a couple of innings on Saturday in Chillicothe. Here's the 1-2. This one outside. Now it's even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Schmitz on Saturday in that game came in, pitched 2 innings. He gave up 2 hits, didn't strike anyone out, gave up 1 run, but it was an unearned run. Now pitches 2 days later after the off day yesterday. Siracusa back in. Woodmansey off of first base. He's held on by Meslowski. And here's the 2-2. This one grounded weakly. Schmitz over to get it, but they're going to say that was a foul ball, I believe, based on the backspin. That probably went off the foot or the ankle of Siracusa, so it stays right here at 2-2. When it first left the bat, it looked like a pretty easy squibber, but I think based on the backspin pretty quickly after that, able to tell why it was a foul ball. So now we'll do the 2-2 pitch again. This inning started with a strikeout looking of Cody Min before Matt Woodmansey on the first pitch of his at-bat hit a single to center field that just got past the diving glove of Jackson Lovich. And now he leads off of first with an out 2-2 pitch coming to Siracusa. Umpires call time. I believe Siracusa was the one who called it, so he'll step out before this 2-2 pitch once again. Renegades bullpen dead silent down there. Outlaws do have a couple of different pitchers up. Cole Cooper just gave way to a new pitcher last inning. Here's the 2-2 runner going, swung grounded to short. Lovich is not going to have a play at second, but he flips anyway. They call him out at second, return throw, and that's a double play. Lovich, I did not think was going to go to second there because the runner was going. He flipped it anyway, and Ott made an incredible returning jump throw. Runners at first and second still can't believe it. I think both of them thought they were safe. Regardless, nothing they can do, and that's a double play to end the inning, and it will send us to the 8th. Renegades lead 4-2. We'll be back to talk about that double play in just a moment.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. This state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
Hi, this is Nick Hoslag, owner of Hoslag Landscape and Design. Every day, my highly trained team of experts works hard to give you the outdoor living area you've been dreaming of. By focusing solely on landscaping and hardscape construction, this has made us the preferred landscape and design company serving Jefferson City and the central Missouri area. Thank you for all your continued support in voting us as winners of the Reader's Choice Awards and Jefferson City's Best multiple years running. When you are ready to begin your dream outdoor project, call us at 573-301-9464 to schedule an estimate or visit hoslaglandscape.com.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
Another new pitcher on for the Outlaws. It is Jared Wells, right-handed pitcher, emerges from that Outlaws bullpen out in left field to begin this 8th inning against the Jefferson City Renegades. So Connor Peck's final line, he goes the last 2 outs of the 7th inning and gets a double play and allows no runs. The one run that did come into score will go on Cole Cooper's line, so he finishes with an inning and a third, 1 run allowed. Back to the end of that 7th inning, runner was off and running as it was grounded out to Lovich at short, and it looked like the runner was so close to second that they wouldn't have a play, but Lovich decided to flip it to the second baseman, Ott, anyway, and even though it was a bang-bang play at the bag, they called the runner at second out, and then Ott made a jump throw, return to first, also a bang-bang play, and they called him out there as well for a double play, albeit an improbable one, but Renegades have played some incredible defense through the first 7 innings. So now we head to the 8th. Wells on to face Rocker Bomber, Ott, and Jackson Lovich. This one inside gets the backstop for ball 1. Cole Wagner would then bat if any of them can reach. Left-handed batting catcher facing the right-handed pitching Wells to begin this 8th inning. Renegades they lead this one 4-2. Wells sets and will bring home the 1-0 pitch to Rocker Bomber. This one grounded foul off to the right side, so evens things at 1 ball, 1 strike. Wells, the 5th pitcher on the evening so far for the Outlaws. Did see Wells, I remember, pitch when these two teams met last week. Do not remember which game exactly, as I will attempt to figure that out. Here's this at-bat continues to Rocker Bomber. Rocker Bomber back in there. Wells sets. Right-handed batter, left-handed hitter. Here's the 1-1 to Rocker Bomber. This one flown out just beyond the infield. Third baseman back to get it. Long makes the catch, and that's a pop out for out number 1. So Wells came in to get the end of the game when these two played on the 16th a couple days ago. So 4 days ago when these two teams played the last time, last Thursday at this ballpark, Wells came in at the very end to close it out. Close it out in the top of that, I think. Renegades won that game 15-10, but he was the final pitcher. Gets the first batter he faces here in Rocker Bomber. Now will face Ott, who made that really nice jump throw return to first. One of now 3 defensive plays I can pick out, incredible ones by the Renegades off the top of my head. Swung on a miss at the first pitch. He's now behind, no balls and 1 strike. Waves the bat just a little bit over his right shoulder. Wells sets, and here is the 0-1 pitch on the way. This one didn't even make it to home plate. Ott caught it on the bounce and evens things at a ball and a strike. Nice reaction time by the Renegades second baseman on the evening. Renegades have scored 4 runs compared to the 2 that the Outlaws have scored. Ott back in there. Here's the 1-1 pitch to the right-handed batter. Swings and misses. That one low and away, and now he's behind at a ball and 2 strikes. Wells just came in and got Rocket Bomber to pop out to third to begin this inning. Now faces his second batter in Ott. Jackson Lovich waits on deck. Renegades scored their 4th run last inning on a base on balls. Base on balls runner coming around to score when the bases were loaded. This one in high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Based on balls led off that inning. Renegades then got a single and another walk, and then a hit by pitch. So Luke Fuller brought in the run. That's where things currently stand. Renegades leading this one 4-2 if you're just joining us. It's now 2 balls, 2 strikes on Ott. Right on right matchup. 1 out, nobody on. And here's the pitch. This one low and away. Actually lands in the left-handed batter's batting box. Now it's run full. Renegades looking for their 8th straight inning with a base runner. They've had a runner in scoring position in 6 out of their 7 innings so far. They've been all over the base paths, have not had a ton of big hits with those runners on, but still enough to scratch across 4. It's enough for the time being, and 6 outs away from a victory if they can hold it. 3-2 pitch, Wells sets, and here it comes. This one, called strike 3, nabs the outside corner. Don't know if Ott liked it, but nothing he can do now, and he'll have to head back to the dugout after recording the second out. Nice frame job, too, behind the plate by Bruff. Looked to either be just off or nab that outside corner. Don't know if there was a lot that Ott could have done with that pitch anyway, and 2 up, 2 down for the Renegades in this 8th inning. So now Jackson Lovich will step in. He's been on base twice tonight, a triple and a single. First pitch is inside a ball. Lovich had the triple in the second inning that hit off the wall out in left center field, and then came home to score on a ground out. Singled in his second at bat out, but then was caught stealing way too off the bag at third base. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This one swung off and fouled off to the right side. So 1-1 count now on the shortstop for the Renegades. Been a part of a couple great plays tonight on the glove side. Had a diving play a couple innings ago where he saved the ball from heading into left field and got the force out at third. And then last inning, the decision to go to second base on a very close play to get the first out on what ended up being a double play. This pitch misses out. 2 balls, 1 strike. I think that's an instance where you benefit from no replay here in the summer college ball, because I don't want to speculate, but I'd be willing to bet at least one, maybe even both of those runners. It was a bang-bang play on both of them, and who knows what replay would have found. But Renegades will take it. Lovich swings and misses there, went down for it, and couldn't come up with anything. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes. No one warming whatsoever down in the Renegades bullpen on the right field side. So it'll be all up to Tanner Schmitz coming back out for the 8th inning. 4-2 our score. No one on. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Wells will deliver to Lovich. Here it is. This one once again skips in there. And when Wells has not found the strike zone this inning, most of them haven't even made it to home plate. They've been a lot of bouncers. No one up for the Outlaws in their bullpen, but there's some stretching going on. Wells has been very good in this 8th inning. Back-to-back 3-2 counts. Struck out Ott looking on a 3-2 looking, and now faces Lovich here 3-2. Nobody on, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. This one just off the outside corner. Bruff tried to steal it for a strike. Lovich, a stone-cold take right there for ball 4, and he'll trot on down, and Renegades continue their streak of having a base runner in every inning. Nice at bat there for the Renegades shortstop. His 3rd time on base tonight. And now will be a 2-out base runner for Cole Wagner. Also been a key part of what is currently a Renegades lead. Has an RBI groundout. Also on 2 other times. And all on top of that, a fantastic diving catch in left field. Lovich held on at first. Pretty good lead. Here's the pitch. This one skips in there. Bounces up. Lovich's going to try and go to second. Bruff's throw down. And Lovich is in there standing. Takes second base on the bouncer. And Renegades once again have a runner at second base with 2 outs now. That one didn't even make it to home plate. It seems like the problem has been Wells has not been able to land the off-speed pitch, and almost all of them haven't even made it the full distance. So Lowich now at second. Wagner bats. Runner in scoring position. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Renegades lead 4-2. Here's the pitch. Wagner swings and misses. Couldn't catch up with that one. Run stings to a ball and a strike. If Wagner can come through, would be his second RBI of the game. Drove in that run in the 3rd inning. Same runner that stands out at second base in Jackson Govich. Shortstop shades him. Bressler a little bit towards the bag. Here's the 1-1. This one hit out to the left side, but that's going to get out of place. Now 1-2. Jared Wells just came in this inning, retired the first 2 hitters he faced, and a pop out and a strikeout looking. Was ahead to Jackson Govich, 2 strikes, but couldn't find the handle there and walked him, and is now ahead 1-2 to the number 9 batter in this order, number 8 batter, Cole Wagner. Number 9 batter, Levi Meslowski, waits on deck. Quick check of the runner, Lovich. Here's the pitch. This one skips low, gets away for a moment, but Lovich will stay at second base. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes, and after the continued wildness by Wells, the catcher Bruff is going to go out there and have a quick little meeting at the mound. It is now a 2-2 count. There is 2 outs in this inning, but Renegades have a runner out at second base. Looks like the shortstop, Jackson Lovich, actually having some friendly conversation out there with the second baseman, Siracusa, and the shortstop, Wrestler, all 3 of them meeting at the bag. Looking out at the on-deck circle, if this inning were to continue and Wagner can reach, it does look like they pulled back Levi Meslowski, and it's pinch hitter Carter Gorling who waits on deck. Crowd, knowing they're a strike away from sending us to the bottom of the 8th, gets into a little bit. Here's Wells' 2-2 pitch. This one swung, grounded weakly out to second. Siracusa in on it. He's up. The throw to first is just in time to get the sprinting Wagner up the first baseline, and that ends the inning. So bottom half of the 8th coming up. Renegades got 6 outs to hold a 2-run lead. It'll be Tanner Schmitz heading back out there on the Show Me Sports Network in just a moment.
River Oak Christian Academy has been providing a strong biblical foundation and academic excellence within a Christian environment to students for more than 16 years. Located in Jefferson City, River Oak Christian Academy offers kinder prep through 7th grade, with 8th grade to be added in the 2023-2024 school year. River Oak Christian Academy's primary goal is the discipleship of the next generation to impact the world for Christ. Average class sizes are just 16 students, with a student body composed of families from over 30 area churches. Kinder prep offerings include 3 and 5 full-day sessions, with kindergarten offering a half-day and full-day programs. To find out more about River Oak Christian Academy, call them at 573-634-3983.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
We are State Tech. We are hands-on education. When you choose the #1 two-year college in the country, you know you will be ready for your career. That's why at State Tech we say, from the classroom to your career, we are the employer's choice. We are State Tech.
Bottom of the 8th inning, just underway. Ball 1 to the left-handed hitting shortstop Caden Bressler, facing Tanner Schmitz back out for his second inning on the mound. Into the windup, here's the 1-0 to Bressler. This one also high, so now 2-0 to the number 2 hitter in this Outlaws order. It'll be 2-3-4 Bressler, Bruff, and Carpenter due up for the team that is showing by 2 runs, the Joplin Outlaws. Schmitz back into the windup. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way. This one finds zone, now 2-1. Outlaws looked to have something cooking off of Schmitz last inning when had a runner on first base, but then a double play ended the inning. It's now bottom 8. Here's the pitch. This one hit in the air, foul, out of play. I was waiting for the clank on the roof above us, but it never came, so it must have flew over it. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Schmitz has worked back into this count after the first 2 pitches were balls. Looking to send us to the 9th inning. Renegades hoping to still hang on to what is a 2-run lead. Most they've trailed by is 3. Outlaws cut this to 1 run at one point before the Renegades added 1 in the 7th. This one swung, fouled off, and it stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bressler walked in the first inning but never moved off of first, and then flew out to left and had an RBI ground out to second in the 5th inning. Bats now to lead off the 8th. Seen him bat lead off in the overall lineup a couple times when these two teams have met up. Bats the number 2 spot here tonight. Believe in the now 5 games we've seen these two teams play. As here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. This one lined into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. A little bit chased after it, but it had no play, and now Bressler's going to slam on the brakes at first base. It got away from Forte for a moment. Bressler made a wide turn and got about a third of the way to second base before slamming on the brakes. I was going to say it's been Bressler Siragusa leading off of the top of the Outlaws lineup in all the 5 games, but doesn't matter. There's Bressler's able to do some damage from the number 2 spot. His second time on, and now once again brings the tying run to the plate, this time in the form of Max Bruff. So base runner on now to lead off this bottom of the 8th inning. Renegades lead this one 4-2. Here's the pitch to Bruff. This one outside. It gets away. That'll go to the backstop and allow Bressler to jog on up to second base. It was a little bit outside. Rocket Rummer had to stretch for it. Would have been a tough catch to make, and it found the backstop to give the Outlaws a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Renegades playing their 3rd time at this ballpark in the span of 8 days. Played here last Monday and last Thursday. And out in this ballpark here tonight. There is a left-handed pitcher warming up down in the Outlaws bullpen, so you'd assume it would be him for the 9th inning. Jared Wells just pitched the 8th. Also some warming up going on down in the Renegades bullpen as well. There's 2 pitchers warming up, so some double barrel action. 1-0 pitch now. Bruff is back in the box. Here's the pitch. This one lined out to left field. Coming in is Wagner. He's got a play, and he makes the catch route number 1. Lined almost right at him. Only had to come in a couple steps and records the first out on a ball. Bruff actually hit pretty well, but it was essentially an atom ball for a line out. So Bressler stays put at second base on the play, and that'll bring up Carson Carpenter, the cleanup hitter. No double play opportunity here with 1 out and the runner on second, but chance for Schmitz to really try and put an end to a, albeit beginning, but attempted rally here by the Outlaws. Carpenter's been on base a couple times, reached on an error and scored, and then reached on a hit by pitch before being out at third base on a fielder's choice in the 6th. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Carpenter. This one lined down the right field line, but that's foul and out of play. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. Actually, I believe it's just 0-1. The 1 ball was left up on the scoreboard from the Bruff at bat. Thought I missed it at first while looking at his line on the evening, but just the 1 pitch thrown to Carpenter. So now no balls and a strike. Schmitz, so far through an inning and 1/3 of work, has pitched scoreless baseball. Thanks to a timely double play last inning, now trying to work around a leadoff runner on second base. 0-1 pitch, 1 out. Checks the runner, and here's the pitch to Carpenter. This one just misses. Thought that was going to bend in there for a called strike. Looked to be a little bit high, so now 1 ball, 1 strike on Carpenter. Bressler, who singled, leads off second base after advancing on the wild pitch. Max Bruff just lined out to left field. Cole Wagner making the catch. It's now 1-1 count. Renegades leading by 2 runs. 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. This one lined out to right field, but once again will curve foul just about over by that Renegades bullpen, and then caked a couple hops and up and out of the stadium. So some kids go down there and find that as a souvenir. You can see him out there in right field now. They've got a pretty good camp-out spot out there. Home of foul balls, and if they move a little bit more to their right, they could catch a home run ball if someone's able to pump one out of here. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schmitz ahead of Carpenter, looking to record his 2nd out of the 8th inning. Renegades need to get 5 more outs before letting 2 runs cross the dish. Here's Schmitz 1-2. This one swung on a miss, got that one by him. And that's a big out, number 2. Runner still at second base. Schmitz got Carpenter to be late on that one, got him swinging. And after the leadoff runner on second base, thanks to the single and the wild pitch, back-to-back outs on a lineout and a strikeout recorded by Tanner Schmitz. He gets Bruff to line out to left, and Carpenter strikeout swinging, and now it'll be up to Michael Long to keep this bottom of the 8th inning going. Joplin now up to 6 hits. Renegades got 7. Renegades also lead this one 4-2. And Schmitz will step off and look the runner back to second base. Schmitz, the third pitcher on for the evening. Wilmsmeyer went 5 before Fisher pitched to scoreless 6th. And Schmitz looking to get the 7th and the 8th both scoreless. Is a right-handed pitcher warming up down in the Renegades bullpen. Here's Long, the pitch. This one in there, a called strike to begin his at-bat. He shakes his head. Really don't think he liked that call. Schmitz has 2 strikeouts in his inning and 2/3 of work. Can't tell you the single-digit number down there, a right-hander warming up. Leaves a couple different options. Maybe Caleb Carricker, Keith Stuckey. Could even be Colin Shreves. Those are some of the names that show up on the single-digit right-handed pitcher part of the roster. Schmitz steps off and looks the runner back. That's Bressler out there. Ott was shading him towards the bag. Just joining us, Renegades have had the lead the entire ball game, led 2-0 after 1, 3-0 after 2. Gave up a run in the 4th and the 5th to make it a 3-2 ball game, but then tacked on one more in the 7th, and I'll lead this one 4-2. You're listening to the Show Me Sports Network. Here's the 0-1 pitch in there to Long. This one also a called strike. He did not like that one again. Once again shaking his head, and this time steps completely out of the batter's box, and he'll adjust the batting gloves. So now Schmitz a strike away from sending us to the 9th inning. Michael Long looking to do some damage from the right-handed side of the batter's box. Long's been on 2 out of 3 times, a single and a walk. Bressler off a second. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts to finish it off. So Schmitz gets the job done, and we'll go to the 9th inning. Renegades leading this one 4-2. Don't go anywhere on the Show Me Sports Network.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
Throughout the course of any game, different actions stand out to different people. But everyone remembers a walk-off, especially if it's a walk-off wood bat. Handcrafted right here in Missouri, Walk-Off Wood Bat Company bats are made with premium-grade maple, ash, and birch, fully customizable to make it truly yours. From the length and weight to the barrel and handle color, you're able to customize every feature of your wood bat, including personalized engraving with a 45-day warranty. In addition to selling custom handcrafted bats, they also offer a selection of bat accessories, including lizard skin bat grips and batting gloves. To help find your confidence at the plate, give Walk-Off Wood Bat Company a call at 816-261-1014 or visit wowbats.com.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
Pitcher number 6 comes into the ballgame for the Joplin Outlaws here at Joe Becker Stadium in Joplin, Missouri. Entering the ballgame, right-handed pitcher Gavin Stowell is on to pitch the 9th inning. Left-hander trying to keep this a 2-run ball game and give the Outlaws a chance to try and score 2 and come back in the bottom of the 9th inning when we get there. So Stoll will come in, and it's going to be a pinch hitter. Carter Groing will replace Levi Mizlowski at first base and bat in the number 9 spot. First pitch, Ben's in there for a called strike. We've seen Carter Groing play first base quite often this season for The Renegades is they have a quick meeting out at the mound between the catcher and the pitcher, so you'd assume it would just be a straight switch and that Goring will stay in the ball game to play first base in the bottom of the 9th inning. Goring bats for the first time tonight. He's behind 0-1 now to lead off this top of the 9th inning. This one misses high and no ball and a strike. It'll be Goring, Forte, and Roslovich, 9, 1, and 2 in the Renegades order in this top of the 9th inning. Renegades lead this one 4-2. Stoll into his windup. This one skips in there, and now on the bounce it hits Goring, so that's going to allow him to head on down to first base. And the Renegades have now had a base runner in every single inning of this ball game. And although they only have 4 runs, that's something you like to see out of a team that has not had a lot of luck scoring runs as of late. They've certainly put the pressure on this pitching staff. Part of the reason why we've seen 6 pitchers now for the Outlaws. So Goring pinch hitting from Meslowski, gets the leadoff hit by pitch, turns it over to Forte, who singled to left in his last at-bat. This one comes in, and that hits Forte, and he goes down immediately. Hit him in the lower back. Think he's okay. He's popped back up now. And 2 pitches, 2 hit by pitches, and the Renegades have now base runners on first and second to lead off the 9th. Forte was just hit. Goring as well, so now Goring at second base, Forte at first, and something cooking for the Renegades now with a runner in scoring position in 8 out of their 9 trips to the plate. That's putting some pressure on the pitching. So Gavin Stoll just into the ballgame, first inning of work. Lefty pitcher facing the lefty, Roslovich. Here's the first pitch. This one grounded weakly back towards the pitcher. Stoll over to pick it up. He's going to feed to first in time to get Roslovich, but a productive at bat is now 2 runners in scoring position, only 1 out for the Renegades. That ball is like a half check swing and hit weakly back towards the mound. Stoll was off to get it, and I only had 1 play that was to first, but not a bad at bat at all for Roslovich as he moves the runners up to second and third base. So now Luke Fuller, who had an RBI for the Renegades' 4th run on a hit by pitch with the bases loaded last time up in the 7th, bats here with second and third, and infield will come in. This one hit in the air, right field out of play. There's Carter Goring and Adonis Forte at second and third. Were both hit by a pitch to start this top of the 9th. They lead off a second and third, and with Joplin already trailing by 2, they bring the infield in here with 1 out. Fuller at the hit by pitch is otherwise 0 for 3 with error and 2 strikeouts. Bats number 3 spot. Here's the 0-1. This one fouled off. And now no balls and 2 strikes on the Renegades' third baseman. So far on the mound this evening for Joplin, they've had A.J. Moreno, Jordan Sheridan, Cole Cooper, Connor Peck, Jared Wells, and now Gavin Stowell, hopefully to finish off their evening on the mound. They've used 6 pitchers. Renegades only had to use 3 so far. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Fuller. This one swung on a miss, got him to go chasing down and in, and a big strikeout. Runners have to stay put, and now 2 outs here in the 9th. Stowell gets the strikeout of Fuller, and now it'll be up to Jack Matashek, trying to keep this inning going. Also has a couple game 2-base hit streak on the line. Not a big one, only back-to-back multi-hit games, but here's the pitch. This one hit high in the air on the infield. Over is the shortstop, but it's going to be long. It's going to come in. He makes the catch shoulder height, and that ends the inning. So nice work there by the pitcher Stowell to work around the 2 leadoff base runners and not allow a run to score. So we head to the bottom of the 9th. Don't go anywhere. 3 outs to get for the Renegades. They've got a 4-2 lead coming on for the save. I'll tell you who it is in just a moment.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
Renegades are going to ask Tanner Schmitz to try and go the final 3 innings tonight to close this one out. Would be a 3-inning save for the right-handed pitcher if he can pitch a scoreless. So he's actually got 1 run he could give up and still be all right. But if he can get the final 3 outs of the ballgame, it would be a really nice 3-inning boost and the save out of the bullpen. We'll see if he can get it done as we're in now the bottom of the 9th inning. It'll be the middle to lower half of this Joplin lineup duo. They've got 6, 7, 8, and Sean, Campbell, and Min. And in goes the line of Schmitz. Into the bottom of the 9th, we are underway. This one lined out to left, sinking fast. Wagner has no play, and that's down for a leadoff hit. Almost skipped by him. He had to slide to stop the ball, and Sean will stay put at first base with a leadoff single. Sean goes opposite way to left field to start the inning, as there is still warming up going on in the Renegades bullpen. You don't know how long the leash would be for Schmitz. You figure maybe it allows the tying run to reach base, so they maybe go out and get him. Already pitched 2 innings, on for the 3rd after pitching a couple innings on Saturday. So been used heavily out of the bullpen. Now looking to get Matt Campbell. Sean takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Into the glove of Rocket Bomber. The ball goes, and that is strike 1. Campbell singled to left his first bat up, has since struck out swinging and grounded into a double play to end the 6th inning. So bottom of the 9th, Outlaws trail this one by 2 runs. 4-2 our score. Here's the pitch. This one rolling away. Gets away from Rocket Bomber, and Sean will trot on up to second base. That's a wild pitch. Not a huge deal outside the fact that it eliminates a double play, but it's not the tying run. Big focus here has to be on Campbell in the batter's box for Schmitz. We're going to get 3 more outs before Joplin can push across 2 runs and send the Renegades back to Jefferson City tonight with a win. Would move them to 5-7 on the year. Schmitz working out of the stretch. Chun with the lead off at second base. Ott shades him towards the bag. And now here's Schmitz' 1-1 pitch. This one ripped out to short, but Olovich over to make the catch, and that is out number 1. I said ripped, but it really was not hit all that hard, and Olovich was able to stride on over and make the catch. That's a line out to get the first out of the inning. Schmitz bounces back after the single and gets out number 1. So I'll bring up Cody Min, still the tying run stepping in. Min is 1 for 3, flew out to center, singled to left, and scored in the 5th, and then struck out looking in the 7th. Joplin now up to 7 hits on the game. This will actually bring up a pinch hitter. It won't be Cody Min. I'll tell you who it is in just a moment. It is number 4 stepping in for the Outlaws. Don't have a name on the roster, but he is the tying run. Runner leads off second base. Schmitz checks him, and here's the pitch. This one in there, a called strike to get things going. Now an 0-1 count on the DH tonight. With all these different rosters and all the changing numbers, no player, or most players don't wear the same number in every different jersey. It's so hard to keep up with, and this one just has slipped off the roster. Here's the 0-1. This one fouled back, and now quickly 0-2 on the pinch hitter for Joplin. Schmitz a strike away from getting what would be the second out of this bottom of the 9th inning. Renegades holding on to a 2-run lead. Schmitz came in after Ty Wilmsmeyer and Fisher got us through the first 6 innings of this ball game. Looking to get the last 3. He's 2 outs away. 0-2 the count. Runner Chun leads off second base. The look in. And here comes the 0-2. This one swung, grounded just past the sliding Schmitz. Shortstop Ott over to get it, not shortstop, second baseman, and that's going to be an infield single. He had no play at first base. It was a sliding play by the second baseman Ott. He had a chance at it, but by the time with how slowly that ball was hit, he was up with it. There was no play to get the runner. Basically gave up an out, and Schmitz took it at first base. You'll take that any day. So now Renegades need just one more out to get. It'll be Corey Siracusa. Tying run did move up to second base on the play, so I guess that's the angle there. You get the tying run to second, but you also give up an out. So very interesting call now, 4-3 ball game. Siracusa in, second baseman, bats leadoff. Schmitz 1 out away. Here's the pitch to Siracusa. This one in there, a called strike. 2 strikes away now. This inning started with a single. Chun came around to score on the sac bunt just a second ago from Woodmansey. not Cody Min, the pinch hitter who infield single, moved up to second base on the bunt. Tying run out there. Siracusa looking to be the hero. Schmidt steps off. No one was covering the second base bag, so no throw back there at second base. Still an 0-1 count. Renegades 1 out away from a win here on the road, move them to 3-2 on the season series against Joplin. Runner at second, 2 outs. Here's Schmidt's pitch. This one skips in there. Nice block by Rocker Bomber. We're even at a ball and a strike. Schmidt's through 2 2/3 innings, got 3 strikeouts, given up 4 hits, and now allowed just 1 run, but not the tying run is the big thing. Run came in to score and Sean on the sac bunt, but was not the one to knot this thing up at 4. That's out at second base. Here's the pitch to Siracusa. This one high, now 2 balls and a strike. Back onto the mound is Schmitz. Siracusa leading off, playing second base today. He's reached once. He's 1 for 4. Looking to tie this baby up and be the hero. Here's the pitch. This one misses outside, and now 3 balls and a strike. This is big here. You could potentially put the winning run on base if you lose Siracusa here, and that'd bring up Caden Bressler, who's been on twice tonight, also has an RBI and a ground out in the 5th. Renegades 1 out away from a victory here. Lead this one 4-3. Joplin now up to 8 hits on the evening, thanks to 2 of them this inning. Schmitz is set, checks the runner at second, and here's his 3-1 pitch. This one called strike, and we're run full. Here we go. This is how you draw it up. Runner on second. That's the tying run. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Joplin showing this one 4-3. Schmitz a strike away and out away from sending the Renegades back home tonight with a win. He looks. Here comes the 3-2. This one comes in and that hits him. That's going to put the winning run on first base. Tried to work him inside and came too far in and gets Siracusa on the arm. That's a hit by pitch, the 3rd base runner of the inning for the Outlaws. So now they're going to have a meeting at the mound. Don't think they're going to take Schmitz out here. Trying as hard as they can to have him get this final out. And looks like just the pitching coach out there, but Renegades now clinging to just a 1-run lead. It has been Ty Wilmsmeyer, White Fisher, and Tanner Schmitz, the 3 pitchers for the Renegades. Different story for the Outlaws. They've had to use A.J. Moreno, Jordan Sheridan, Cole Cooper, Connor Peck, Jared Wells, and Gavin Stowell to cover their 9 innings. Renegades have gone through 8 2/3. They just need that one coveted final out to get out here with a victory. But the number 2 hitter in the order, Caden Bressler, stands in their way. And with the speed of Siracusa at first, if he were to find a gap here, this could potentially be a walk-off winner. Don't want to think about that, though. Want to think about out number 3 for the Renegades. They've got 1 batter to get. It is Bressler, and we'll see if Schmitz can do it. So Bressler walked in the 1st, flew out to left in the 3rd, grounded out, but an RBI in the 5th, and then singled to center in the 8th. Big spot for him now. Lefty hitter facing the righty pitcher. 2 runners on. Runners at second and first. Really could not afford here a wild pitch or something to allow the tying run to move up to 3rd and the winning run to move up to 2nd. Rocker Bomber puts down the signs. Schmitz has got 1 more out to go. Defense plays straight up. They don't hold the runners on. And here's the pitch to Bressler. This one grounded out to 2nd. Ott's got it. He's up with it. The throw to first base, and that's a Renegades win. Joplin makes it a comeback attempt, but they fall just 1 run shy as Schmitz goes 3 innings and gets the final out of the ball game to end this one 4-3 the final. Joplin made it a close one. They got the tying run to second, the winning run on at first, but with 2 outs, Schmitz and Gruce the ground out off the bat of Caden Bressler. Ott was up with it cleanly and threw over to goal line to end the evening. Renegades win this one 4-3. Ty Wilmsmeyer will get the win tonight. Went 5 innings, 4 strikeouts, 4 hits, just 1 run. Tanner Schmitz with the save. He goes 3 innings, gives up just 1 run. And the losing pitcher will be A.J. Moreno. He went 4 2/3, 7 strikeouts, 5 hits, 3 runs, only 1 earned. I've got to give out a player of the game for this one. I could give it out to a couple, but I'm actually going to go with Jackson Lovich here on the evening tonight. Had a long RBI triple out to deep left center field. Allowed the Renegades to score. It was their 3rd run of the game. Also reached on a single and a base on balls. He was on base 3 out of 4 plate appearances. But I'm talking about the 2 defensive plays. Saved what was certainly a single destined for left field and gets out at 3rd. Otherwise, Joplin at least ties this game, and we're standing here completely different right now. And at another point, turned what looked to be no play at second, turned into a double play. So he was fantastic tonight. Certainly played a big role in this Renegades win. Also want to give a shout out to a couple different players that make big plays. Cole Wagner made a fantastic diving play out in left field. You can give it to Colby Ott, who was on the other end of that double play I was talking about. Made a jump throw over to first. He was great out there in the field. Really just really good defense for the Renegades. And then have to shout out both Ty Wilmsmeyer, the winning pitcher, goes 5 innings, only gives up 1 earned run. And Tanner Schmitz, they've called on him a lot this year. He went the final 3 innings tonight, gets the save. So that's going to do it for me out in Joplin. Renegades win this one 4-3. A nail-biter in the bottom of the 9th. It got close, but they hang on and move to 5-7. And we'll head back home tonight before traveling to Sedalia tomorrow to take on the Bombers. It was a fun one, ladies and gentlemen. So happy to bring it to you here on the Show Me Sports Network. But that's going to do it for me. For Ben Schmidt, everyone else with the Show Me Sports Network, thank you so much for listening. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night. And make sure to come back tomorrow night just before 7 p.m. for Renegades Bombers. Take care, everyone. Talk to you next time.
When things come out of left field, having a game plan matters. Farmers Insurance has over 90 years of experience helping people play through every stage of the game. We've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything. Talk to Farmers agent Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131 to see how I can help you stay in the game. That's Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
You've been listening to the biggest and absolute best game coverage in mid-Missouri on the exclusive home for Jefferson City Renegades baseball, the Show Me Sports Network and the Renegades Radio Network. The Show Me Sports Network broadcast crew are the ones that know your Renegades the best. Exclusive coverage of Jefferson City Renegades baseball has been brought to you by Animal Medical Center of Jefferson City, Avon with Michelle Carty, Boone County Journal, Centurion Cares, Christopher Scott, Farmers Insurance, Doc and Norm Direct, Eddie Goodell Society, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, Hoslog Landscaping and Design, Last Sentinel Firearms, Retrieving Freedom, River Oak Christian Academy, Sawdust Studios, State Tech of Missouri, and Walk Off Wood Bat Company. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Join us anytime on the web at ShowMeSportsNetwork.com or find us on Facebook by searching the Show Me Sports Network. The Show Me Sports Network and the Renegades Radio Network, your exclusive home for Jefferson City Renegades baseball.